Welcome back. Episode 359, Nitty Gritty Sports Talk Radio Show. I go by the name of Roscoe English, and of course, I'm here with the flock. Got my guy Keys with me.
What's going on? How y'all feeling out there?
My man Nick.
Your Victory Monday.
And of course, last but not least, Keith PJ.
Let's go. What's up?
Can't complain. Of course, before we get started, Brother Keys, where we at?
George Washington Elementary. Humble beginnings. Go. Humble beginnings. Keeping it simple for the bye week, you know.
Oh, of course.
Humble beginnings.
Let's start off. Let's start the show off with y'all. Sunday night, Ravens defeat the Chargers 20-10. Lamar Jackson completed 18 passes for 177 yards and a touchdown. Justin Herbert, 29 completions, 217 yards, touchdown in the pit. Floor is yours.
Yeah, I mean, I'll start. Good win, you know, good W. You always want it. It's tough to win in the road in the NFL. You know, especially against a team that has, you know, a competent quarterback anyway. But not too much of a competent coach, and we'll get there. But yeah, good win. You did what you had to do. You stayed poised. It was setting up like any other Ravens game that we've seen, going to the fourth quarter, 13-3, a two possession lead, and we with your coach doing all type of bullshit. So we saw this narrative before. We saw how the story end. So shout out to the defense, to stay poised. Shout out to the offense to finish the game off the way they did. My main takeaways from the game, and it's Harbaugh, man. You can't, like, I've been saying this for weeks. I've been saying this for years. I really think that he took the Ravens as far as his coaching ability. He's coached at his peak. It's not going. He can't do no more with this team. He can't. Like, you could tell last night where it was like he was asleep at the wheel. It was like he was back. He had self-imposed suspension like his brother did or some shit. Who knows? But he wasn't there. He wasn't there at the beginning. He wasn't there at the end. He wasn't there in the middle. He was just never there. So it's tough when you know you got to win in spite of your head coach. When your head coach should be doing everything to give you competitive advantages. You got a team where you winning the turnover differential 4-0 and you win a 3-point game. That's coaching. That's not not only the head coach. That's offensive play calling too. You know, not knowing down and distance, not knowing running the right sequence of plays, you know, picking up 5 yards on 1st and 10, and then throwing the ball on 2nd and 5 and throwing the ball on 3rd and 5. It didn't make sense, and it stems from John Harbaugh because he can hear all these calls in the headphones. He can hear everything. He can veto these calls. I'm sure he can veto these calls. And simple. Once the game got to a certain point, it became a clock game, and that's one of John Harbaugh's worst suits. So it wasn't going to sit well, and it did sit well. The fact that you did what you did at the end of the half, giving him an extra, like, it just his coaching yesterday was you know, it embodies what we've been saying about John Harbaugh for a long time. Is not there, and you know, Moncton, he's new. Moncton has been there, but I just need him to get better with the sequence of the plays. You know, you can't, like I said, that. I guess I don't know who the package. I guess the packaging or who plays the depth chart. That's coaching. But Moncton calls plays, so we shouldn't be doing, you know, 4th and 1 wildcats to Gus. We shouldn't be running goal line plays with Justin. That stems from the coaching. And if Harbaugh is employing these people, employing Todd Monken, it has to get better. You can't be, you know, the Ravens completely dominated the game. And to win that game the way they did, had to win the game the way they did, is ridiculous. And we've been saying this for years now, for seasons now. Harbaugh is the weakest link to this team. But shout out to the defense, man. You can't say nothing else about this defense. As far as that performance yesterday, they played their ass off. Like I said, you know, Keenan had his 10 catches. He did what he had to do. Only thing that was good for was receptions on ticket purposes. It ain't really had no big imprint on the game. So shout out to them. Shout out to the defensive game plan. Yeah, shout out to the defensive game plan. It was good to see. They took away the best weapons. They took away Eckler. And they made Herbert. For all intents and purposes, they made Herbert beat him, and he couldn't do it. So shout out to them. But yeah, my biggest takeaway from this game is Harbaugh, man. He was trash last night. It was probably the worst we've seen of him for real.
Well, I got a little different point of view. I agree with the points Keys laid out. I don't think it's as important as, you know, a lot of the fan base has tried to make it. I think What we're underselling is the loss of Mark Andrews and having to atone for that. So we're talking about, like, situational plays, 4th and 1. Usually 4th and 1, the first read is going to be Mark Andrews if we're going to throw the ball. So I can understand why we might have done some shit we usually never do, like seeing Gus Edwards in a Wildcat. Me personally, probably would have never had that in my playbook. But at the same token, we're pulling from the hat because we don't have a full complement of what we're playing for in the 4th and 1, 4th and short type of situation. When you don't have your number one target, the whole offense has to change. And I think in the circumstances that we were in, having to go on the road, having to go to LA, having to play a competent quarterback, having to do all this while not having your number one tight end, having Zay Flowers and Odell miss practice throughout the week, having Bateman miss a practice. I think we did a great job just going there and getting a win. It didn't have to be pretty. I think we're doing a lot of nitpicking, considering the fact we had 5 straight games with 30 points or more scored. We didn't score 30 today. Last night. Whatever. We won. It wasn't an impressive win, but I think it was the most important win of the season. Being able to go 9-3, being able to go in the bye week, semi-healthy, number one in the AFC, beating the team like the Chargers, who, the way we did it was, wasn't impressive, but the fact that they have 99 problems, scoring points wasn't one of them. And they were able to, the Ravens were able to stifle the Chargers and their offense. We're able to get to Justin Herbert early. I mentioned that was one of the keys to the game was, making him uncomfortable in the pocket, but also atoning for the short passing game, because we knew Eckler was going to be involved as a receiver. We knew Keenan Allen was going to be doing a lot of underneath routes, trying to get the ball out quick to him. And I think we did a good job, D-line and linebackers, of kind of neutralizing their biggest weapons and, just making it a game in which it was tough on them to put up points on the board. Now, on the flip side, do I think we were playing with our food? Yes. Do I think the game should have probably been a larger margin of victory? Yeah. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? I think the main goal was the main goal, and we won the game. It didn't matter how it looked. And we get to go in this bye week, regroup, figure out how we're going to move around Mark. The shoulder injury we don't talk about for Odell, but he started off hot. But as the game went on, he's playing less and less snaps because he has this nagging injury. Let him get healthy and let's see where we at. I like the fact that our offense was wide receiver centric. You know what I mean? Zay was getting involved early and often. Bateman had a couple first downs in the first half. Odell started off hot. Likely had a few balls thrown to him. Keaton Mitchell got the start and got a majority of the snaps. I like seeing that. Keaton Mitchell, he has to grow into a pass blocker. Once he gets pass blocking down and he's able to, we're able to trust him on third downs to keep Lamar healthy, keep him upright, and he can play 70 to 85% of the snaps. We out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a game that in the past we would have lost. And when I say in the past, like a couple weeks ago, you know what I mean? We didn't lose a game that we typically lose. I can't even be upset about it. You know what I mean? I thought, shit, man. It was like the last 3 minutes, I was like, all right, this is going to be another one of them games where we got to come into the show, scold Steelers, get a win. I got to hear these niggas' mouth. Like, I really wasn't looking forward to it. I'm telling you I wasn't, but Ravens surprised me. We got the win. I ain't got nothing to say. Let's go to bye week and let's keep sharpening the swords and keep, it's a long journey.
Yeah, for me, I'm happy. You make it all the way to week 12. This is about as late of a bye as you can get. To go into that 9-3, knowing what lies on the other side of the bye, the Rams, the Jags, 49ers, Dolphins, Steelers. This is the perfect time to get rest. Before you hit into that 5-game stretch, which will ultimately determine how you finish the season. For me, though, last night defensively, once again, 4 forced turnovers. And I think that kind of plays into what Nick said, playing with your food, because we didn't really capitalize off any of those turnovers. And so that's got to be something that we got to do better down the stretch, especially as we play a upper echelon type of talent teams. We got to be able to capitalize off these turnovers and really make them stick. I don't think we did that to the Chargers last night. I think we left them in the game. Obviously, it's a 3-point game with under 2 minutes left on third down until Zay breaks that long run. I think Nick just alluded to it. I talked about it last week, though. The only game this season without Mark Andrews was the Texans game, and Zay led the team in targets that game. He did it again yesterday, led the team in targets. So, like Nick said, with the subtraction of Mark, you're going to see this offense really be wide receiver focused. You did see Likely step in last night, 4 catches for 40 yards. That's the type of production you want to see, I guess. But I think it still goes back to what Nick said. Lamar doesn't have that safety blanket anymore. And so they're going to have to figure it out over the bye and going into the Rams game, just how to get them more comfortable in them short down situations, because we weren't good at all in those short down situations last night. And we got to be better with those down the stretch. But I'm happy, man. 9-3 into the bye, top of the AFC. This is kind of where we've been the last 2 years. We just went into that stretch without Lamar. Now we have our quarterback. And I'm looking forward to seeing what that looks like now.
It's funny. It's funny you mentioned. Go ahead, Scott. My bad.
No, I just was going to ask 9-3 going into the bye relatively healthy. Just looking towards the playoffs. The one glaring flaw y'all have, that offensive line. Now, Lamar was escaping. He made some crazy plays with his legs. You expect that. But is the line so much of a flaw that it'll stop you in your minds from getting to the ultimate goal? Yes. Are they that bad?
They are. No? If you play like you played last night against the Chargers, you're gonna lose against better teams. Like it don't have to be. And I agree with everything you're saying, but it don't have to be pretty. You can be happy. Everybody can be that. But if you play against the Chiefs with that, keep the 3 and outs after you get a turnover. You're playing against the Jaguars. You're playing against the 49ers. You will get your ass beat. Like they better be lucky they was playing the Chargers at Brandon Staley last night. That's not the product that you you happy with the win, you 9-3, but that's not the product you're going to put on the field if you're trying to contend for Super Bowls. So the offensive line is too bad. You can't win. You're not going to win our championship with the offensive line. It got to be shored up, and that starts with probably benching Ronnie Stanley until we get healthy.
Yeah, we're not the only contender with a suspect O line, and we have a D line of our own that can get to quarterbacks the same way people can get to Lamar. The only difference is a lot of people don't have a Lamar. And he's already mentioned it. One of the fixes is starting McCarry and sitting Ronnie Stanley's ass down. That's an easy fix. McCarry has played better than Ronnie Stanley. We don't be talking about the O-line as much when Ronnie Stanley doesn't play. You know what I mean? I don't mind moving on from Moses either. I didn't seem to be talking so much. I mean, yeah, the offensive line hasn't been perfect, but I mean, what team is perfect all around the board? As long as Lamar is cognizant of the pressure and is able to keep moving and being smart about his movements, I think his clock needs to increase or get quicker, I should say. Because, again, we still see at least once or twice every week he's sitting in the pocket with the ball hanging out and somebody swatting at it and he's fumbling. You know what I mean? He has to process. He knows these people can't block. He knows he don't got 5-6 seconds to, you know what I mean, to move his feet and do what he needs to do. Once you get that instinct that pressure's coming, do what you do, Lamar. And I mean, what I saw last night is he was turning a lot of nothing into something. And that's what I expect from my $200 million quarterback.
I agree with that. But the game and we both know we watch a lot of football. It gets small in the playoffs. It's not going to be too much of that. The game gets small. There's less possessions. There's going to be less chances for him to do that. So that one sack fumble, because Ronnie Stanley can protect somebody, might be the difference in the game. In the playoffs with a regular season, you probably can get another couple possessions. It's more manageable. It's better coach games. I'm just fit. Like I saw him running towards life way too much last night. Way too much. I'm
not disagreeing. I'm not disagreeing. But I would put that less on the O line because going into the game, you know what it is with the O line. I'm putting that on my MVP. You got to stop holding the ball out there because you ain't the only quarterback that's ever been sacked.
He do hold the ball. I agree. He hold the ball in way too.
This quarterback's getting sacked every game, every week. Nigga, you the one fumbling every week.
He is holding the ball too long. Definitely doing that.
But again, like we got a lot of stuff to work on, but that's why I'm excited.
But it's we're
not perfect, and we here.
Right. And it's a good play. I mean, like if you're 9-3 and you nitpicking little shit, you in a good place. If you can't find nothing big to bitch about and you just nitpicking this, that, and that, you in a good place. You definitely in a good place.
We could be talking about drafting a quarterback next year. Yeah. We could be talking about firing some coaches, even though we still want to fire Harbs. You know what I'm saying? Or replace Harbs. that fire is a harsh term, right? It sounds so negative. We would like to promote
Relieve him of his duties.
Relieve him of his
Part ways.
duties.
Come
Would
to
you
a
like to be in the
mutual
front
agreement.
office, sir? You've
Part
earned
ways.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
come to
Yeah,
a
mutually
agreement.
part ways. Come up to the
Yeah.
front office, you know.
Yo,
Because
but
Mike
the week-
McDonald, he don't need to go nowhere.
Yeah.
His place
I've
is
been
right
saying
here.
for a minute
Hey.
he should be the coach in
How-
waiting, man.
How long you been there? 2 years? This is second year? He's
Yeah,
out of
so,
there.
yeah,
He's out of there.
I know.
He's
man.
out
I'm
of
scared.
Top defense. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
he's
scared,
out of there.
bro.
He's gone.
I think
Harbaugh
Hobbs
gonna
got
be
to
the last man standing.
if you
again.
really a leader,
He's
man,
gone.
Harbaugh, you gotta sit down and say this team needs Mike McDaniel going forward, not me.
The
Make
only
the
way that
sacrifice
happens,
yourself.
what would have to happen for that to happen? Because if we make it to the AFC Championship, Biscotti ain't gonna step like that, even though he
Yo,
should.
you know how ego driven Harbaugh's all. He ain't stepping aside. What?
Not
That
for
ain't
that.
never happening. Not for that. Like
Nah,
that ain't
hell no.
happening. Like they had to be fired. Or
You
removed.
told me if
Hopefully-
I hired him, I wouldn't have to worry about him replacing me. I would have just hired
Right.
somebody lesser.
Right. I would have got a bigger name for all of that. No, hell no. You're not
Yeah.
replacing me with him.
Why you
Oh,
think
like
I got
Greg
Todd
Roman, Coach
Monken? I didn't
Steve
want
Pitt.
the enemy. Never mind.
Right. Exactly.
Pretty
But
good.
talk about the touch on the Chargers real quick. Them coming out in that first possession with 12 minutes in the field. There's reason why Brandon Staley should not be a head coach. Like that was pretty ridiculous. Like that was.
Yeah, was it that first play of the game?
That's first play of the game on defense. They came out with 12
Defense for
people.
them?
Mhm.
Yeah. Had to take a
Came out
time
with
out.
12 people had to take time out. That's the reason why he shouldn't be a head coach. Like shit like that. There's other little things in the game where he just no feel for the game. He literally. I'm concerned. I'm on that. Maybe I'm on the island by myself. But if it wasn't Brandon Staley, I don't think John Harbaugh pulls that one out last night. That's how I feel.
He got out. John Harbaugh got out coached.
He got out coached. Yeah, I was about to say.
And
That's
Brandon
crazy.
exactly.
And
So if it was a
that's
better
saying a
coach,
lot.
if it was even a better coach than Brandon Staley, and Brandon Staley still did a lot of dumb shit. Still did a lot of
Still.
going forward when he shouldn't have went forward and just doing a lot of dumb shit. But yeah, he needs to go, yo.
Do
Because
they
like
care
you
about
said-
Justin Herbert? My bad.
No.
Keith.
No, they don't.
No, hell no.
No.
What was you
I mean, he
saying?
let him play with a broken finger. I mean, let him play with a broken. I mean, he's tough. He could play, but the way they was talking about it, that shit was really had ligament damage.
Bro can't even brace his falls when he gets sacked.
That's what I'm saying.
Yo can't put his left hand out because his left hand broke.
Shit, didn't they make him play with broke ribs last year?
Yes.
Because what's the other
That was
option?
Tyrod.
Nah, they
No,
almost
no,
killed him. That's how we ended
he
up
almost
seeing.
killed Tyrod, but
Yeah, that's how we ended
another
up
one.
seeing Justin
They
actually.
made both of them play with the broken ribs.
But he broke his
Herbert
ribs.
got broke ribs the first game or second game of the season last year. or
Against the
something like
Chiefs
that.
last year, if I'm not
Mhm.
mistaken. Yeah,
Yep.
they were, and he dealt with that up until like week 10, 11.
He ain't
before he
complaining.
got
He
right.
just played.
No.
Yeah.
But Keys make a good point though, because from a coaching standpoint, you look at early in the game where Lamar scrambles, gets out of it. I think it was like 3rd and 3 or something. And he looks like he gets the first. He did get the first down. They call it short.
Mhm.
Then you run the Wildcat. That's a lost possession. Same thing with Aguilar. He's short, and then I think he kicked a field goal and Tuck and
Oh
missed.
my god.
But those are two times you had an opportunity to extend drives for your football team. You elected not to challenge the play, and the ensuing play, you turned the ball over. So you just can't have those empty possessions against higher quality teams. It's just not going to work, especially as we head into December and January.
And I know you want to talk on say something about Tuck and Nick. I just I don't get Harbaugh logic sometimes. Like, because like I said, like you just said, you go for it for 4th and 1, right? You know, in the first half, and you don't get it instead of taking the points to extend your lead. But then with the game on the line in the 4th quarter, you kick the field goal instead of getting 2 yards and the game is over with. You don't got to do anything. They can't get the ball back. So I just don't. You're aggressive in the first half, but then you're conservative in the second half. He's been like that his whole career. You got to be one way and stick with that shit. You can't. Like I could send you take the points in the first half, and then it takes the question out of what you got to do in the second half. Because now instead of kicking the field goal for 6, you kicking the field goal to go up 9. Who knows how the rest of the game went? But if it did go the way it went, you're kicking the field goal to go up 9 instead of going up 6. So you're hurting yourself by trying to be aggressive. When you, like you said, when you should have challenged the call, even if you're going to be aggressive, at least challenge it. You know, to try to get the first down. But you don't do neither. You rush it. You run that play. You got your $200 million quarterback standing on the side. And granted, I know Mark not there, but I just don't get it. It was
This is where I'll join you in criticism with of Monken situationally. I mean, 3rd and 3 after Keaton Mitchell gives you a 6-yard run on 2nd and 9, you take him out the game and you bring in Justice Hill and you run it up the middle on a draw play. There has to be something creative in your bag on 3rd and 3 to put the game away. Because even if you don't get it, it's a field goal opportunity, right? Why are we doing draws to Justice Hill?
Better yet, just leave the kid in the. Better yet, just leave the kid in the football game.
If you want to run the ball, do that.
Yeah, if you're gonna run the ball.
And then let's talk about Tucker because I'm tired of holding my tongue about it. And it's not to put him down, bro. He's the greatest kicker of all time. There's nobody greater. But this season, he hasn't been that guy who we are accustomed to. And if he's not that guy, if we can't trust him to hit a 44-yard field goal in perfect weather conditions in a fucking dome,
I don't.
Excuse me. I'm sorry if I'm a little worried. I'm not used to him doing this shit. And this is for the game. This is to ice the game away. I'm sorry. We got to talk about it. Yo, I don't want it. I wish it wasn't true. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so, man. Because it almost cost us the game. Once he missed that kick and you giving the ball to LA with 2 minutes and 57 seconds left, I'm a little scared.
Damn near midfield at that.
I was already trying to think about my defense against Scup. 2 minutes and 57 seconds left. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? He's gonna come on here and talk about how we gave up a for Brandon Staley. I'm like, yo, Justin Tucker, don't do me like that ever.
The show again.
Another one.
Oh yeah, I was gonna
keep canceling.
I got the flu, baby.
Just keep canceling until after the bye week.
That's crazy.
Y'all did that the COVID year to us.
But I mean, listen, man. We gotta get better. We gotta keep getting better because no keys. This isn't championship level performance at all. And there's teams that are showing the Eagles, they're showing championship level grit, but even they haven't played a perfect game. That's why I can't be too hard on us because nobody's playing perfect right now. I think come playoff time, to your point, that margin of error, everybody's margin of error decreases. It's going to be about who's the most disciplined, who's the most well coached, and
that's what I'm saying. Easy my point. We on the bottom of the totem pole when it comes to the well coached. Like,
oh man,
what Tom to say? Pissing down his leg, pissing down your leg with the game on the line.
Yeah, dog. They're gonna blow that shit up in the fourth quarter. They're gonna blow it up.
No, he almost did.
We've had a lead every fourth in 12 straight games going into the fourth quarter.
I mean, if you looked at the playoff picture today, outside of Kevin Stefanski and maybe who the coach now?
Shane
Steichen. Yeah.
I mean, is Harbaugh probably the 5th best coach in the playoffs right now? I mean, he's behind Andy Reid. Would you put him behind Peterson in Jacksonville?
They too.
I wouldn't. I'll put him beside him.
No.
I put him behind him.
Equal.
I put it behind him.
Behind him or equal.
Yeah. Putting him behind Tom.
Yeah,
and I'm putting him behind Mike McDaniel. So he the 5th best coach.
I'm putting him behind any coach that calls his own plays.
So he's behind Stefanski then.
He got to be behind. Yeah,
because Doug Peterson knows.
I mean, Steichen called the plays for them too, don't he?
And give him the ball.
He called the play for the Eagles.
So he the worst coach right now. The playoffs ended today, is what you're saying. We're going into the playoffs with the worst.
Let's go back to what Keys said. He doesn't want to see Harbaugh influencing play calls. Or no, he said Harbaugh should pivot. Didn't y'all see Harbaugh with a play call sheet in his hand yesterday? I don't know how I feel about that. I saw him with a play call sheet yelling into a microphone.
What you looking at?
Whoa, what you?
I just need
unless that shit says field goal block, I need you to relax.
Right.
That's all I need Harbaugh to say is run only. This is a run only drive. That's all I need him to say.
Kick left, kick middle, kick
run
right.
Only drive.
Or take this person out of the game, put this person in the game.
Exactly.
Anything
else? Ryan Keaton, like as a head coach, you should be like Ryan Keaton, Rod Odell. I don't think Harbaugh knows how to do that.
Can I just get him to challenge when he's supposed to? Can we do that? Can we work on
Well, the thing is, if you're not
then
calling
you challenge,
plays,
then you challenge the backwards pass. You challenge the backwards pass. Like, come on.
He did challenge that. He did.
You do that. Like, come on, man.
Hold on. What did he say?
And then he had a wild quote for it.
Harbaugh said they reviewed the challenges and non-challenges for last night, and he feels like they did the right thing. He said team wouldn't have won that challenge on Lamar run, and on Aguilar, they felt like it was a first down and play like it was. But it wasn't a first down.
They would have. Terry McCauley got on the show and said they would have won the Lamar challenge. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that was a first down.
He's the head of referees.
How do you say I called a play like it was a first down, but the marker on the field didn't say first down? throw the flag.
And if you think it's a first down, why not get clarification before you can call the ref over there and say, "What the fuck?"
You're
down
the
is
coach.
like,
You're not a fan. You're not
What
tripping.
down is this? Let's get this down straight.
You know what tripped me out about the first one, Nick? Though he got out there and they rushed to the line. Just call the timeout and say, "All right, let's look at the replay. We can throw the flag." They rushed to the line and let Gus Edwards run a wildcat play.
Now you want to rush to the line. Now you want to go no under. Go figure.
Now you got pace.
Now you're making Todd Monken look bad. That's all that was. That's what that is. Harbaugh making Monken look bad because Monken wouldn't have to run that play. That was ridiculous. I don't ever want to see Gus Edwards in a wildcat ever again, yo. That's the last time I want to see that.
We got the most agile quarterback in the NFL. I want the ball in his hands on any 4th and 1. I don't care if it's a touch push or I want the ball in 8's hands. I don't want the ball in Gus' hands, respectfully. Not in the wildcat.
Honestly, I'll be the one to bring it up about Gus. He has a career low yards per carry. He hasn't been explosive this year.
He is ceiling.
I'm not talking about 70-yard runs, but he used to get consistent 15-yard gains, 7, 9-yard gashes.
It might be the injury though. It might be the injury coming off back from the injury.
And I don't doubt that. But this dream we have of Gus Bus, I like him in the short yardage. I like him in the red zone. But Keaton Mitchell, he gives us that pop. And when you add his 4.2 with Lamar's 4.3,
that's what I'm saying, yo.
And bringing Zay in motion, all
that.
Like
7.1
and you had Zay's shiftiness. Yeah, I like all of that.
Keaton had 7.1 a carry last night, yo, on 9 carries. Like he should, at this point, Keaton should be touching the ball over 10 times a game.
Easy.
Like whether it's in the rushing game, screens, quick passes.
He remind me of Jalen Warren.
Touching the ball,
he literally reminds me of Jalen Warren, yo. He reminds me of him. Like they need to touch the ball
13
all
to
the
15
time.
times.
They need to touch the ball like all the time. All that big back, whatever you've been here. No, you're not nicer than this person. Sit down somewhere.
Keaton Warren, Keaton Rice, whatever you want to call him.
Now, Najee had a good game yesterday. We'll get to it, but I want to like get him the ball. I don't need other people touch the ball.
Man, Gus ain't Najee.
You said what?
Gus ain't Najee. Shouldn't be a hard decision at all. That shouldn't be a hard decision at all.
But Najee ain't. Don't make it sound like it's such a big. It's such a big. It's tiny. It's a small difference though. It's a small.
I give you that one. You're right.
I give you that one.
I was about to say we're gonna argue about Gus and Najee. We're gonna argue about Gus and Najee.
I feel you. You beat Jake Brown and hey, you confident, right? Feel good, baby. It's Jake. You beat Jake.
Let's talk about it. Let's fucking talk about it. We beat Lamar too. Hey, first of all, before we get to this game, Matt Canada got fired in the middle of the fucking week. Man, people know I hate Matt Canada so fucking much. They came up to me at work and was like, "Yo, did you see what happened?"
Did I see?
Yo, I'm like, "What?" Crazy. I'm like, "What?" Like, man, Matt Canada got fired. Man, let's fucking go. I was clicking my fucking heels. I ain't jumped that high in so long. It's happy as hell. It's happy as shit. It had to be done. And of course, Pittsburgh media can make who made the decision? Who gives a fuck? I'm gonna just put it to you plain simple. Who cares? I don't care if Art did it, Dan did it, the nigga who bought it that's dead did it,
Deontay,
Mike did,
Kenny.
I don't care who did it. Somebody had the balls to say, "Yo, you gotta fucking go." I want to thank Cleveland. Cleveland, thank you.
Hey,
because this is yes, sir.
Nah, go ahead. You got it.
No, I was just gonna say I want to thank Cleveland because it's because of y'all. It's because of y'all. Yeah. I see him.
Now I just wanted to bring up the Najee Gus thing before you got to your game.
Who cares?
You said y'all.
Oh, you about to stat me to death? You about to stat me to death?
You love stats. You just said that Najee was better, but you said Najee was better. I just had to.
Go ahead.
The stats are rarely. I mean,
what?
Najee got 143 carries for 598 yards, 4 touchdowns.
You talking about
this year? 4 touchdowns, 4.2 per carry.
All right.
Gus got 141 for 590, 10 touchdowns, 4.2 per carry. So I don't think Najee is better. I think they're more similar. And I'm not even going to put the touchdowns because Gus get a bunch.
Give me career totals. Don't give me career totals. Has Gus ever gone? Has nothing.
We were talking about.
I said he's better. Has Gus ever gone over 1,000?
Gus
go ahead, get to the game. Yeah.
Why not?
But Najee's better.
You can pull the stat.
Why not?
Somewhat.
Why not? Because it's always a nigga better than
erroneously
him.
In the first round.
Because it's always another nigga on the roster better than him.
He didn't get drafted erroneously in the first round.
Well, even
Y'all,
if it
y'all
was
have
in the
y'all have to
second,
worry about that 50 yards.
even if it was in the second, it's because he's not getting the opportunity because it's always another nigga better than him that's taking his carries.
There's another nigga named Jalen Warren, and I don't know if Najee gonna be there next year.
Really?
Yeah,
Did you
man.
see? Yesterday is the prime example why you keep both of them.
Jake Brown and Bengals. You right?
Oh, hey, fam, he's been outside of last week. Najee's been running. Go look up the stats on that one. Go look up the stats on that one and runs
I'm
over
not-
15 yards.
I'm not saying-
That's for
I'm
number
not-
zero
I'm not
up there.
saying he's been horrible. I'm saying that you have some.
No, that's for number
But
zero
as a
up there.
Ravens fan, I endorse your message. Play Najee as
No.
much as possible.
That's fine.
I don't want your secret weapon. Please don't employ him on us. Deploy him on us.
Yesterday showed you he's not a fucking secret weapon.
It's the Bengals, my nigga. Like, chill.
No.
They stopped him.
It's the
Exactly.
Bengals. Like,
Why did they stop him?
you not against
Can
one of
we
the
have
the
him?
better one of
Why did
these.
they
You not
stop
against
him?
better
We
one of
have.
the.
We
You not against
have.
what? Who?
We have. Yo,
I'll give you
Y'all
my
have
secret
if
it.
in
Warren.
front of the ball, it don't matter who the fuck in front of us.
Are you introducing the game so I can press?
If y'all
play,
shut
man?
the
You
hell up,
doing
I would.
Did you talk
You don't
about
wanna-
the,
you don't
the
wanna bring the
Bengals?
stats
We
up.
talk about the Bengals here. Now.
No, I brought up
You
what
know
you
what?
said.
Nah, here's what, and I knew I was gonna come in here and hear this bullshit. If we would have
I'm
lost
still
to
I'm
him,
still pulling
no,
up the
fuck
stats.
that. If we would have lost to him, it's a completely different narrative. But since we won, it's the Bengals. It's
No,
Jake.
I'm talking about.
But
I'm
if
talking
we
about
would've
the
lost,
run
it would've been
defense.
the
I'm talking about
same.
run defense.
It would've been the same
Can
with
you
me.
see where I'm pointing?
I'm
Can
like,
you see
damn,
where
y'all
I'm
lost to
pointing?
these niggas?
Can you see where I'm pointing? Because the webcam is
Okay,
flipped. I want to make sure Nick see me pointing to him. Or was it Keys to say, yo, this feel like a Ryan Finley game? Yep, sure do. Matter
Oh,
of
it
fact,
was at
both
first
of
until
them.
the idiot threw
It
interception.
did.
It was
was
at first
both
the idiot
of
threw
them.
interception.
It was both of them. It was both of them that said it. It was no way you watched that game and say, yo, Bengals got a chance.
No, I want you to. I want to.
What do
I
you
want you to
mean?
get into your
Shit.
recap. I want
They
you to get
did
into
have
your
a chance.
recap
They was
because
winning
I want to talk
7-3
about the
driving the
16
ball.
points. I want to talk about the 16 points.
Go ahead. That's
How
fine.
Hold on.
They
How
suck.
didn't
No,
they have a
That's fine.
chance?
Because y'all scored 4 more.
How didn't they have a chance though?
Huh?
Hey, Scott.
How didn't
They
they have a
didn't have
chance?
they didn't have a chance. There's
No, they
no way
was
you
winning
watched that game.
7-3 driving within.
It's
They was
no
in the
way.
red
It's
zone.
no way you watch that game and say, "Yo, Bengals got a chance to win this."
There's no way I watched the
you
game and
watched
thought y'all was
Not
the
red
y'all
zone.
thought y'all was.
I'm talking about.
I was feeling a little good.
No, we wasn't playing.
I
There's
ain't
no
gonna
way I
lie.
watched the game and thought y'all was the completely overall better team either. Let's get that out there.
Go.
See, now you moving goalposts and saying
No,
overall better
the
team
same
and all of
thing.
that.
The same
What
thing.
I said, no, it's not. There's no way you watched that game yesterday and say, "Yo, the Bengals have a chance."
Yo, Sco.
I
Can I
absolutely
give you the
watched
stat
them go
before you
chance.
cue
They
the
win
game up so we can talk about it?
What's that?
You asked me for the career stats. I'm about to give you with the info that you asked for.
Oh, sure,
And then you can cue the game up.
sure.
So Najee on his career got 722 carries for 2,832 yards, 3.9 a clip.
Mm-hmm.
Gus Edwards 642 carries, so almost about 80 less, 3,175 yards,
Najee is mid.
4.9 yards a clip.
He's mid.
Now introduce
Just
the
black
game,
and white.
nigga.
Oh, whoa,
Now introduce the game, nigga. All that. Now introduce the game.
No,
nigga.
nope.
Introduce the game.
Nope. Because it ain't black and white. That
How
nigga
was it not-
played for fucking Greg Roman. All he had to
Oh
do
my
was run.
gosh, here we go.
He
Here we go.
got
Here
80
we
yards.
go. But we can't say the Bengals defense bad. We can't say the Bengals defense
Who's
bad.
talking about the Bengals defense right now? And behind
You're
a
talking
better
about Greg
line.
Roman. You putting variables
And
on it.
behind a better line.
You putting variables
And
on it though.
behind
You
a-
putting variables
Speak
on
to
it now. You putting
Speak to
variables
it.
on it now. You
Speak
putting
to it.
variables on it
Ask
now.
me for the
Speak
stats.
to
I
it.
gave you the
Speak
stats.
to
Now you bring up Greg Roman. Now you bring the offensive
Speak to
line.
it.
Who's a
That
better
was
runner?
variables.
Who's
That
a
was
better runner?
variables.
Who's a
That-
better? I'm doing all of that.
Yo.
That
I'm
was
doing all of
variables
that.
on it.
Why the
Lil'
fuck?
Kim.
Huh? I'm who?
You doing the little don't you know Lil' Kim when she was doing the little
Nah.
that's how you look right now.
Why
yo.
Gus
You
ain't get his
dodging
opportunities?
everything, yo.
That nigga is where he's supposed to be. He's a backup running back, and good for him. And good for him.
That's
He's
how
a
you gonna
backup
talk
running
about
back.
Weapon X like that?
He's a fucking backup running back.
Najee is too.
No respect for your
No,
best.
he's not.
offensive weapon.
He is.
Don't call out Zero
right.
again,
He's a
man.
backup running
No,
back.
he's
Get
not.
the
You
stats.
talking about who?
Don't call me out again. You said Zero. Don't call Zero out again. I got some more
Nigga,
stats.
0.
Some more stats.
0.
Zero
The
blitz,
fuck?
baby.
Where the fuck was 0 when
Send the
Najee
blitz.
caught that pass over his head?
Send the
9-3.
blitz.
Where was 0 when Najee caught that game
Now we
went
talking
over his
about
head?
Now we talk. Can we get to the game?
That was
please?
last year.
Now we
That was
talking-
last year.
Can we get to the
man.
That was last year. So I'm gonna call 0 out because I'm good up here. Because I'm good up here. Mister, don't call 0 out. Tell 0 make a fucking play.
He
Now,
made more than enough plays. Lead the league in
He
tackles and
not-
shit. Let's go.
now I'm talking about again. I'm talking about Najee.
You would love
I'm
to have
talking
him.
about-
You would love to have
I
him,
want you
so,
to get to
right?
the game.
Oh, of
I want you
course.
to get to
I
the
didn't
game.
say he was a bum. I didn't say he was a bum. I'm not like y'all. I'm not calling nobody a bum that don't wear purple.
No, I think
Now,
not. I think Najee's
Steelers
bum.
defeat the Bengals, the lowly Jake Browning Bengals, because what the fuck else was he supposed to do? Because we didn't hurt Joe Burrow. The Ravens did. 16-10.
Damn.
16-10.
Well, that was a struggle.
Oh, was it? You didn't
It
watch it.
was.
It wasn't.
It was.
So what,
It wasn't.
that's what I'm saying. That's why
wasn't
I
a
call you a
struggle.
homer, yo.
They didn't
Because
do-
y'all won the
they-
game
how am I a
16-10.
homer? They didn't
Y'all
do nothing
struggled.
after this play.
Y'all literally struggled in that game. Like y'all
No,
struggled.
we didn't. No, we didn't.
You going to throw that for? You going to throw to y'all finally correct the 400 numbers? I'm sure you're going to
Let's
throw
go.
that.
It's
care.
7-3.
No,
It was
no,
7
with a
no,
minute
no.
30
It
left
was
in the third.
73 with a minute left in the game, and I was holding. What are you talking about? Y'all struggled to win the game. Let's be real here.
Didn't
You
y'all
can't
have a
say
play?
you can't
Okay.
say y'all. It was you cannot sit here and say the Bengals didn't have a chance to win in a 7-3 with a
They
minute and a half left to go in the game. That makes no sense. That's not
They
even.
didn't.
All right. Okay.
They
You got
didn't.
it,
And
you
we
got it.
scored before that. What are you talking about? We scored in the third. Yeah, what are you talking about?
It was 7-3 with a minute and a half left to go in the third quarter. That's when y'all just scored to make it 10-7. That's a game. That's a one-score game going into the fourth quarter. So how is it
So
they
we
never had a
scored
chance?
in the third. We scored in the third, and they didn't score besides the field goal. They didn't score a
Besides the field goal.
touchdown since the first.
But how didn't they
So-
have a chance? But you said they didn't have a chance to win the game
They
when they
didn't.
So
They
it was a
didn't.
one-
Did you watch the game? They did
That's why
not.
because you said any
They
game
did
with
not
one
have a
possession-
chance
but
to
you-
win that game. That
but
game
you-
was not close. That
What
game
do you
was
mean
not
it wasn't
close. It was
so
not close.
Okay, all right.
It wasn't.
That's cool.
Did
That's
you
your
watch
opinion.
it?
I respect it. I watched
Did
it.
you
I respect
watch
your
it?
opinion. And I was also
wasn't
watching the
close.
game and realized they was winning the game for 3/4 of the game. How can they not have a chance to win? They were beating y'all for 3/4 of the game, so
Okay.
like they weren't. That's a fact. They were outplaying y'all. Regardless of y'all's putting on numbers, they were literally outplaying y'all for 3/4 of the game.
They scored 3
and then
points after the
Brown,
second
then
quarter.
Jake Brown did some dumbass shit. Before,
They scored
mind
3
you-
points after the second quarter.
Okay.
We scored in the third and the fourth. They scored 3 points.
I'm not
They scored 3
saying
points.
that y'all was going to ultimately win the game, but you
No,
said
they scored 3
had no
points.
chance to
They
win the
didn't.
game.
They scored 3 points for the rest of the game. They didn't come close to scoring. They didn't.
Yo, he threw an interception inside the 20. That's coming close to scoring.
So
Y'all
the
did- y'all defense.
the-
No, I'm credit it. Y'all defense did what y'all do, but for you
like,
to say,
what are you talking about?
But they kicked that field goal was 10-3 though. You see what I'm saying?
And not to mention, because it happened.
Mhm.
Because it happened. But how they got in the field, how they got in the red zone for the first touchdown was on some fluky shit. It was a
What
drop
happened?
interception. It was a dropped interception.
Who
It was
dropped
a
it?
drop
Who's gotta remind me?
linebacker, Mikal Walker. He
Oh, right.
dropped
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
interception,
Yeah. Okay.
and Chase gets it in. And then
Oh,
the second time,
the joint, the tip joint.
and then the second time they got in the field goal range, it was another dropped interception that Chase was there for. Fam, they was not close.
No, they was close. You
It was
can't
not
say it's-
close.
You can't say it's losing the game in the
It was
third quarter. It's
not
not a close
close.
game.
It was not close. And I'm not coming in here because I didn't even say the score. Oh, I said the 16. I'm not coming in here and talk about the 400 yards. Was it great to see? Sure. Because guess what we've seen for the past 3 years? Not that. So the fact that we fired the offensive coordinator and we featured the tight end that you drafted over Creed Humphrey, yeah, I want to see that.
That's an indictment on Tomlin though too, yo.
I want to see that. Because why weren't we? How many times I come on this show and say, yo, why are we ignoring the tight ends? Why? And I know he was hurt. And I know he was hurt, but we got backup tight ends. We didn't throw it to any of them. And we opened this game up with play action down the seam, middle of the field, 29 yards.
So we're not going to give no credence to the fact that it was the Bengals defense at all. We not. They the worst passing defense in the league.
Yo, here's the thing. Y'all call Kenny mid so much. Do it matter?
Yes.
No, it don't. You can't move the goalposts like that.
Mid can be good against mid. Yes.
He hasn't been good, period.
That's my point.
He wasn't
My
that
point. So
great.
my point
So
is
the
against a
fact-
bad defense.
He's been bad against good defenses and mediocre. He's just been bad.
What was he yesterday though?
He was
he
cool.
good?
He was cool. There's no way that you look at that game and say, "Yo, Kenny was bad."
No,
Kenny was not bad. Kenny was not bad yesterday.
7 out of 10.
Is Poole
He played well.
LeVar?
He played well. But
Fam, from what I seen, ain't shit changing in a game, in a week, or this season.
Like his talent.
But the fact that we got rid of Matt Canada and he played better, yes, that's a positive. And there's no way that y'all can yell at me and make me feel any kind of way about how Kenny played yesterday.
I didn't say he played well. I'm just saying that it was
The facts are the
defense.
facts. The facts are the facts. Because when you look at
leading scorer.
who,
Chris Boswell still was your leading scorer.
hey, at least my
I
kicker
mean,
can
the
still
offense ain't
kick.
changed that much.
At least my kicker
man.
can still
Hey,
kick.
man. Good
At least
thing we
mine
ain't got
can
to
still
rely on
kick.
something like that.
You just said that you don't trust him. You will have to rely on him.
We
You
don't
will.
have to rely on him.
Why? What's
'Cause
the
he been scoring
difference?
30
Because
points.
Todd Monken's upstairs?
Yo, we
No,
just had
you will
5
have to
games,
rely on him in the
30
playoffs,
we
and you
got the
know it.
number
That's
one
why you're
scoring offense
worried.
in the league, bro.
That's why you're worried.
I know you happy
This
with
ain't
your
the first
schedule
time that
setting
y'all
up,
had the number one scoring offense in the league and go into playoffs and score 10 points, 12 points, and lose. Bounce. Bye.
I
Saw that.
What's your but for which? So what
Saw
you
that. I
what
can't
you take
even-
away from the game? What you taking from the game though? On some real shit. What you taking away from the game? Offensively and defensively.
Offensively, the fact that, well, one, let's start with the running game. It don't matter who it was. We've been on the road the last 4 weeks. 150 plus 4 straight weeks. Coincides with Broderick Jones. I like the way Najee ran yesterday. He ran hard yesterday.
He did.
He heard everybody. Yo, nigga, you shouldn't start. Oh, word, bet. I like that. That run that should have been stopped at 4, that he ran for 20. I like that. That's what Jalen can't do. And that's why you need both of them.
But I've seen Jalen do that. I've seen Jalen break
Not
tackles.
that. Not he can break tackles. They both break tackles. I said that. That's AFC North shit right there. Can't fucking tackle me.
Jalen
Not
take
today.
his helmet off though, yo. He an AFC North player, yo.
I don't care if he don't take his helmet. I don't know what none of them niggas look like. They all got helmets on. I don't know none of them niggas look like. You know what I mean? But continuing with that, to the past game, look, I'm not expecting leaps and bounds. It's the same system-ish. It's just the fact that, and Jalen spoke to this after the game, they did not have a willingness to throw the ball down the field. He said that. That's the difference. We just did not call it. That's an indictment on Matt, and that's an indictment on Mike because he stayed around too fucking long.
Mm-hmm.
He stayed around too damn long knowing that.
Matt, 16,
More came out.
With Matt, 16 points a game. Without Matt.
Here's the thing. If we move the ball like this, we keep moving the ball like this. Hey, we found some magic juju. The point's going to come. Should have been more. Deontay.
I thought it was going to be more against the Bengals defense.
Should have been more.
Like they got a good one, but you're right.
Should have been more. Or you look at it like, yo, all right, they can't score against our defense. Yo, 16 enough. We didn't run a play after that onside kick. Didn't need to. Mr. Let's stack wins no matter how they look, unless you a Steelers fan. Then it matters on how the game looks. But on the flip side, it don't matter how they look. No, what? Huh?
Don't compare to us, bro.
Nah, but stacking wins is stacking wins, right? Stacking wins is stacking wins, right?
Okay, yo, just last
but
week,
it don't matter.
But it don't matter. Totally different. Yo, y'all amnesia.
But it don't matter. Okay. But it don't matter.
All right.
It don't matter, right? It don't matter with us. But stacking wins and stacking wins matter. You on mute zero. You on mute zero. It don't matter how they look.
I know you happy about that. I know you happy about that schedule.
It don't matter.
I know you happy as shit about that schedule, though, ain't you?
Yo, I didn't make it. I didn't make it.
I didn't make it. Actually, you made it. I
didn't make it. I didn't make it. But I also told y'all prior to the season that it was going to be this.
It was going to be what?
The win total. You said we wasn't getting 5, nigga.
Y'all only got 7 wins. The season not over.
Only got okay. What you think we gonna lose every? We gonna lose out.
I think y'all can still lose. I think y'all can still lose out. No, I didn't say that. I think y'all can still lose 3 more games though.
We gonna lose out.
Man, let me go on mute.
I can still think y'all can lose 3 more games.
Nah, don't go on mute. Nah, talk, speak.
Colts,
say it.
Colts, Ravens, and
we not y'all.
Who else is the other team? Well, I
Cardinals,
can't say the Bengals now.
Patriots.
No, I can't say the Bengals now because
and the Bengals.
So yeah, I can see y'all losing 2 more games.
Okay, that would still put us at 6.
That's gonna put you on the playoff.
That's still 6 losses. Y'all said we was gonna have 10, 11.
Okay,
Mike Tomlin not.
I was wrong.
Yeah, come on,
niggas miss Joe Burrow and Deshaun Watson.
Talk to me.
Winning 16-10 versus Jake Brown.
Hey,
improvement, baby.
Stacking wins don't matter though.
They was in a
stacking matters don't
game
win.
with Jake Brown.
Stackers don't. The stacking
what
wins
if y'all
don't win.
stacked,
But that don't matter.
Lost?
Talk about the defense, bro. Can we talk
What
about
did y'all
we
stack?
just
Y'all just lost.
What are you talking about?
Last week.
Okay.
He wasn't even, yo, his
Y'all
whole
not
tone was
stacked.
different
Y'all
last
just
week.
won one
Because
game.
we lost and we won a game that offensively, the fact that we used the middle of the field, Kenny looked like a more confident quarterback. He didn't hesitate throwing it down the field. He hit a couple big shots, more than a couple big shots.
His safety blanket was back, Project Pat.
So
never been a safety blanket. We never
on the
threw to
season
him.
is different now after the Bengals win.
No, it's just one time. If I could have
losing
gotten
the
to that,
DTR, we forgot about all that.
So y'all all in the locker
we beat
room
Jake Brown about
dancing
to
after the game.
be back. Price of the break is back up now. Let's go.
Over Jake Brown.
Okay.
Y'all dancing.
Come on, man.
Y'all might lose to Arizona, bro. Y'all, these games are tough.
They ain't losing no goddamn Arizona. I don't know. You see what Arizona looked yesterday?
Did you see how Pittsburgh looked yesterday? How did they look?
You right.
They played Jake Browning, yo. Like they didn't play Tom Brady, my nigga. They was in a one possession game with a backup quarterback who don't know what he's doing out there. Clearly, if he didn't throw that pick in their red zone, goddamn, we might be talking about a different ending. But if it was a fifth,
y'all defense do what they gotta do, man. Y'all get them Tommy Turner.
I like the defense, man.
Week.
You've never heard me talk bad about y'all defense, or y'all coaching, or y'all culture. That's why I be saying, how you be trying to act like niggas hating on you or your team? Like, I'm just saying Kenny sucks and your offense is mid.
Well,
everything else is lit.
Run all of this back, and that'll explain why I say what I say.
Why? Because I said you're a mid team. Sko, you're beating backup quarterbacks.
If we didn't,
stop acting like you doing something.
If we didn't, we beat y'all too.
You did. I've never taken that from you.
So the tone
you won a division game.
Ain't that the goal? Keys, ain't that the goal? You got to win the game. You got to win.
You gotta win. I give y'all the credit for beating us, but
you gotta fucking win. If we came in here and lost to Jake Browning, oh my God, I can't talk now. If we lost, God, I would have had to move the show too. But I would have had to move it.
Doing all the talking. We wasn't even talking. You was doing it for us.
I was talking
this shit last week. You said you was done last week, nigga.
Done with what?
Done with team.
You said you was you ain't hit your last week.
You said they're mid and you want a better draft.
I said Kenny was mid. I said Kenny was mid. But so what? I can't come and say, yo, he didn't look like complete mid. I can't say that. How's it an excuse? How's it an excuse?
Talk about, you said before the season we was only going to win. Nigga, y'all
didn't
not
say that?
Good.
Didn't y'all say that?
We
did you or did you not say that?
Can we take the other circumstances like you did with the O-line and Brett Roman? Can we add verbals to it?
We just started playing a backup. We played the backup quarterback the last 2 weeks. That was it.
And that's 2 games that y'all would have lost without the backup quarterbacks.
I've seen what we do to Joe. I've seen what we do to Joe Burrow. Like,
you mean to tell me that same game yesterday, y'all would have beat Joe Burrow, but that's the same way y'all played yesterday. They would have beat y'all by 2 touchdowns. They would have beat y'all by 2 touchdowns yesterday. So Joe Burrow was playing.
I don't think so because I've seen Joe Burrow against our defense.
Tomorrow with Jake Browning throwing to him.
Come on, yo. They would have beat you by 2 touchdowns.
That's cool.
And the crazy part about it, Jake Browning was waiting. He kept on. They were sitting on the flats. I don't know why he kept throwing that ball to the flat all game, all day long. And it was going to come. It was eventually going to happen because he kept doing it over and over and over again. I say this nigga's retarded, yo. He wanted to lose the game.
I mean,
good win. Y'all, you're 7-4. Y'all should win y'all next 2 at home against.
So this was a Ravens
against combined 4 against teams that's
combined 4
a
Raven takeover on the segment. I didn't.
No.
Me no.
Nigga, I was gone for 5 minutes. Nigga. I didn't.
I thought you had. It was the other 2 too. Like it was.
I went upstairs,
which is fine. Hey, y'all got it.
I thought
y'all got it. Y'all got it,
bro. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I was upstairs. I honestly thought you got through your shit.
No,
I was just.
It's cool.
I wasn't trying to interrupt.
It's cool because I knew it was going to be like this. I knew exactly what I was going to walk into. Yo, it's just Jake. It's just State Farm. I know it.
Mute, bro.
I know it. You don't have to go on mute. You don't have to go on mute. You don't have to go on mute. But I knew what it was going to be because it's just Jake Browning. I knew what it was going to be.
All right, so you tell me what it is.
It's not just Jake Browning. It's not just Jake Browning.
I don't give a fuck who we play, dog. I don't give a fuck.
I agree with you, but what I'm saying is, it's not. It wasn't like it wasn't. They never had.
I do not care
to win. They had a.
They did not. They didn't. I literally told you how they got in the red zone. It was 2 fucking lucky plays. That's it.
But they was there.
Man, they was there. They was drop picks. They was lucky. It was fucking lucky.
So the drop picks gave them a chance to win the game, right or wrong.
Yo, they only scored once. They scored 1 time, yo. It's cool. Defense. Fuck with y'all. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. Hold teams to under 15 points. I don't care who the quarterback is. Because that's why you get played to play defense. Stop them. Because if you didn't, hey, it'd be a world of trouble. You gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah. Deontay, you got 1 that was a touchdown. Tomlin, you gotta challenge that. For a team that don't put up a lot of points, when you see that, you gotta challenge that off the rip. On the road, you gotta make
heard
that.
What he said? He said, I didn't get the chance to count the steps. It's only wild. He's like, I didn't get the chance to count the 3. I was like, yo, just throw the challenge flag.
So just throw it. What's the worst that's gonna happen? Just throw it. But Deontay, yeah, you got 3 feet in, but dog, just help yourself out and just hold on to the ball. Just hold on to the ball, man. I love y'all, yo.
I love y'all defense too, Sco. You ain't gonna hear me say nothing about the defense.
I love y'all.
You ain't gonna hear me say nothing bad about that defense, yo.
Deontay.
Once I saw that interception, I said it's rap.
Deontay makes this game completely different if he catches that, because then it's not just 16 points.
Can you talk about Deontay?
The effort on that, you know what's going on. Well, he's good now because we won and he got some yards, so he's good now. But in the beginning of the game, he still has some leftover irritation from whatever happened last week and whatever happened with him and Minka.
What's your opinion as a Steelers fan? His effort that he gave on the
that was
live ball.
No, that was bullshit.
Because
the fact that he didn't see it, and let's say you didn't see the fumble. You didn't see people running.
He didn't even run.
You didn't run. Once you started seeing people run around you like shit was still active, you still didn't run.
Can you accept him saying, "Oh, at least we got the win"? Because nigga, in that moment, you didn't give a fuck about the win.
No, not him. Not him.
Is that who Najee was talking about last week, Scott?
I think Najee was talking about a bunch of people.
Do you sit him for a drive Sunday? What's your point? You coach Tom, what would you do?
I would have said
not talented enough to do that, bro.
We can't. We're thin at wide receiver, so we can't. I
don't give a fuck who
it would have been.
I'm sitting him.
It should have been when it happened. Like when it happened, that's when it should have happened. Like in game, couple drives. Yeah, you guys. I seen him do it against Buffalo 2 years ago when he had the real bad drop problem, like the real bad drop problems. They pulled his ass in the middle of that game. Nah. A little different situation now, but I would have sat him down for a couple drives because you can't do that. Sends a bad message.
I mean, you can't do it now because of the first drive. In the game, you probably couldn't. I wouldn't do it in the game because you're in the middle of the game. You need to. But the first drive against the team that you're supposed to blow at home, I'm sitting your ass down.
Well, that's cool. I'm cool with that. And it sends a bad message because you sat Chooks Okoroa for going at a coach. And he was going at a coach. And it extended through the whole week. But it's a talent thing. He dealt with AB. He deals with people who show that they have a talent level that I got to treat. But that can't happen. That can't happen.
I know if they had AB third on that depth chart or somebody who could come in and challenge him for snaps, Tomlin would say this is goofy.
Oh, if we had people past George, like we got Allen Robinson, we got Allen, no. I'll deal with you another way in my own, but benching you, I'm trying to win these.
Oh, games. You ain't gonna be here next year. That's what we're gonna do.
And that's another thing.
That's another thing. Deal with you.
Yo, it's the second year of that 2-year deal. He's not coming back.
And that tape ain't taping, yo. I'm sorry.
Nope.
Like he's talented. But that tape you ain't getting big money.
That part that you just said right there, I think if I had to be in his brain, that's why he's pissed. He knows that tape is bullshit.
George Pickens the same way. Nigga, I'm running these routes. I'm having.
Now George is yeah.
Same
but shit. Deontay, and a lot of it is, he's getting missed. Kenny's been missing all year. But Deontay, when he does find you, defense is the cornerbacks are making plays on the ball. They get paid to do that. You get paid because they 50-50 balls. You gotta come down with those. And then your tape is look different because these guys not dumb. They know what Kenny is, right? They not gonna hold everything against you, but the time that the ball is in your vicinity, you still not coming down with it most of the time. So yeah, the tape looks bad. So I know why he's pissed. Because he know he ain't coming back. He probably don't want to come back. But you gotta be mad at yourself. And then let's compound that with not showing effort. Yeah. You might be back. You might be Juju. You might have to come back. Because the market might not be what you think it's going to be.
But he just got this only is second year to that contract though, right?
It was only a 2-year deal.
Oh, it was only a 2 year. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. It was only a 2-year deal. So
yeah.
I can see why.
So he a free agent after this year?
Yeah.
Okay. I see what the attitude about now.
Oh no, I understood it when it happened, but you just gotta. I don't like using the word professional because I've been known to spaz out a couple times, but you gotta channel it different. Me go out on the field like, yo, focus, yo. Yo,
Do you
run.
think he's excited about Matt Canada being gone, or does
think
he
everybody
still look
is.
or does he still look at Kenny and be like, ah?
I think everybody is. I think Kenny had to think about what you think of what he was throwing yesterday or who it was going. Kenny had to do that yesterday. He had to. If he didn't, and then you say, yo, add on top of that, it is the Bengals defense. And yo, Matt's gone. What's the holdup? If he didn't do that, if Pat is running wide open down the middle of the field and you can't connect, oh, you talking about a conversation. Now it's like, oh, damn. Was it Matt or was it Kenny? Just for this week alone, for right now, you can say it was Matt. Kenny had to have that performance yesterday. Had to. Because if it didn't look that way, if he came back out with another 156 passing yards, it was going.
What's the stat? What's the final stat line? Again, one more time.
It was I got it up. So it's right here. He was 24 for 33, 72% completion percentage, 278 yards, no touchdowns, no picks, 2 sacks.
Okay.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, Sko, as far as the total offense, the use of the tight end, throwing over the middle. Honestly, I think Kenny's not talented enough for him to be force feeding anybody. He needs to be spreading the ball out. Whoever's open's open. Whoever gets the ball gets the ball. And I think that was kind of the situation yesterday. It wasn't it was a pretty spread out target list.
Yeah.
Freiermuth with 11, Pickens with 5, Deontay with 8, and then you had your check down option. So
yeah.
But at the same token, you ain't playing for yards, nigga. You playing for points. You could have 800 total yards.
Because
you got 10 points. You got 10 points.
I say that about y'all. I say about the shoulda, but
anybody
that should have been a touchdown. And now this conversation is different. Now, hey, I honestly think, and this is a big if this offense is going to sustain drives. We didn't have a 3-and-out yesterday. Like, you got to talk about y'all. I know y'all 9-3, offense, high power, MVP. It ain't the same conversation with me over here. So the small wins mean something.
I get you.
To go through a game and not have a 3-and-out after that's all we did, the defense spoke to that. TJ said, hey, why were y'all playing? Yo, we weren't on the field that much.
Sko, I say this with love. I want you to get back to Big Ben levels. I don't want to have to hear you talk every week about a mid-ass quarterback that sucks and have to sit there and lie to the people and act like this nigga is better than what he is. I want you to be delivered from Eva. Seriously.
Hey.
Because you had Big Ben. You don't deserve this, nigga. You over here cap.
Nah, if I
understand because I be capping too, nigga. James Prochet, I had to see
only thing I can is
I had to lie.
Yo, I've said he's mid. I'm not going no more than that. He's mid. I'm not going no more than that because that's still my quarterback. And he's not Mason yet. He's not Mason yet.
You was asking for Mason last week, nigga.
I was asking for anybody. Yo, did you? But here's the thing that people got to realize, and we got more games to get to, but yo, you can change your mind. Like, it's a week. These games are week to week. Yo,
no, yeah, I say, trust me, I say somebody suck. I say somebody suck one week and then they come out at 350. I mean, I can't say they.
You
suck
see what I'm saying now? He ain't that.
He ain't that. I'll be saying though.
But yo, you suck this week. Yo, you play better this. Yo, the shit changes week to week, y'all. Like,
no, it's not you suck this week. It's nigga, he sucks. And with you, is Kenny's not mid. He's better than
here's
this
my thing. All right, no.
But hey,
I'm gonna ask this question. I'm gonna ask this question. Let's say he hovers around. Let's say he hovers around what he completed yesterday, around 20 to 25 completions, 250. But now you adding people catching touchdowns. The outlook is different.
Yeah, but that hasn't happened yet, and that hasn't been shown in his career yet.
We gotta let it happen now. It might be a post post BC before Christ.
Because we talk, and the only reason I'm talking is because
baby steps.
The only reason I was talking because you said you were talking about Kenny's performance and the difference, and I was like,
it was a difference.
Different, but it wasn't that difference. It was a difference.
But it was it was a big difference. No, it was a big difference.
Points matter.
It was a big difference. Yeah, it was a big difference.
You know how dreams worth more than money?
Not even the 400
matter more than yards.
Not even we wasn't getting yards. How you gonna get points without? We wasn't even getting yards, fam. We wasn't getting yards.
Y'all got the same amount of points with the yards. Without the yards.
That was defense. Yo, we wasn't getting yards. You got to move the ball in this league. You got to.
I hear you.
There's no way around it.
I'm interested to see the bigger sample size with the new offensive coordinator going forward, though.
That's all. And it's a good step. You got new offensive coordinator and a new play caller. Yeah, I mean, you got to see. Saints, Falcons. Falcons defeat the Saints 24-15.
Good mid.
Derek Carr, 24 completions, 304 yards, and a pick. Desmond Ritter, 13 completions, 168 yards, touchdown, 2 interceptions.
The Jesse Bates game.
Yeah,
that's what this was. The Jesse Bates game. No, I mean, shout out to the Falcons. I still got them, winning the NFC South. I just think that Derek Carr, he can get you to the line. He's always been this good. He can get you the line. He can never get you over the line. That interception was bad.
Can he even get you to the line?
At this point,
that's debatable too. That's debatable too.
Can Desmond Ritter?
No, and I'm getting there too, Nick. That he might have played. Besides this throw, a couple intangible plays he made yesterday. He was terrible yesterday too. Like
he was horrible.
He was horrible. He might have played worse than Derek Carr, but Derek Carr just had the pick six for the the pick six. But this division is mid. The only reason I picked the Falcons is because they was home. If the Saints is home, I'd have picked the Saints. That's literally the only reason I picked the Falcons. I don't think they're a better team than the Saints. I don't think the Saints are a better team than them. I don't think Ritter is better than Carr. I think they all the same level was mid. I just think the Falcons was home. That's why I picked them. And I don't know what if you're the Saints, why did you give Derek Carr this money? Why did you sign him? He was I don't understand the signing. I didn't understand the signing then. I don't understand it now.
Because they got Jameis Winston on the sideline rapping fucking ludicrous in the middle of a game.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
And people defending it. Oh, he's just trying to have fun. Nigga, this game decides first place.
Can you imagine if the Falcons had a competent quarterback though with those weapons? Did you see Brejon yesterday? He looked crazy yesterday.
And Drake London looked crazy number 1 overall to the bench. Goofball.
Drake London looked crazy yesterday. Like if they had a better quarterback, the Falcons would be a really scary
Drake
team.
London's top 5 most talented wide receivers in the league. I stand on that. It's just his QB situation. You can't do nothing about that.
But at this point, like I said, they beat the Falcons. They beat the Saints. They 3-0 in division. They gonna win the NFC South at this point. They should win it. They 3-0 division. You should win it. You should win your division. So they're going back into the playoffs, and we'll see how much ass.
Wait, who's 3-0 in the division? Because they already lost to the Saints.
I saw a graphic that say they 3-0 the division. Did they play the Saints more than once already?
I believe they did. The Saints beat them at home before. Or I might be wrong. I'm about to check.
I mean, I could be. I thought I did see something saying they 3-0 division. That could be my fault though. Maybe I was looking at a different graphic.
Maybe I'm wrong. Cause nope, you're absolutely right. I apologize.
Yeah, so
I thought they played Atlanta. I mean, the Saints at home.
Yeah, so with that, like they 3-0 division, it's gonna be hard to catch them. Unless they just start losing a bunch of games, which they could do. I just don't think their schedule is gonna be tough enough for them to start losing the game. Like they at the Jets, the Bucks, the Panthers, the Colts, the Bears, and then the Saints again.
Is this the Falcons?
Yeah.
That you talk?
Yeah.
I mean, the Falcons 5-6, the Saints 5-6, the Bucks 4-7. So
it's just a collection of mid.
3 teams within the game. Mm-hmm. It's a mid off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, like I said, the only reason I picked the Falcons, they was the home team. It's not like I had faith in them. I believed in them. They were just home.
The Titans defeat the Panthers 17-10. Bryce Young completed 18 passes for 194 yards. Will Levis 18 completions, 185 yards.
What's up with your boy Tepper, man?
Coach got fired.
Yeah, just got the coach fired. Tepper, man. Like,
I told y'all a couple weeks ago. He got a lot of money and he got a bad temper.
Yeah, but he ruining the whole franchise now. Like it's different. I mean, I understand you, Matt Rule, not your guy. You fire Matt Rule because he's not your guy. He ain't doing what you want to do. But you cannot fire your first year head coach with your first year quarterback. You're setting your franchise back 3 or 4 years now with no first round pick.
He already set him back by insisting on
drafting him.
Bryce Young. He already set him back. When you don't let the football people be football people, and you say, no, I want this guy, when the coach and the offensive coordinator wants a different guy, and then you see the different guy play MVP level football, and you see the other guy throw pick sixes weekly.
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody has to be the scapegoat. And this is what you see. Somebody being the scapegoat. Tepper ain't gonna fire himself. Nigga, I own this.
Right.
I feel bad for him. Did y'all see what Frank said? He said this might be the end of my journey. Like they crushed that man.
Yeah, because it's not. I mean, he should have resigned when at that. I mean, I guess you're not going to walk away from that bread. But as soon as they said we picking Bryce Young overseas, I'd have walked out the fucking door. Like this ain't gonna work, dog. Y'all not about the raw meat. Like y'all not about the raw meat. But it sucks for Frank Reich, man. He ain't doing wrong.
McCown and Deuce Staley also get the can.
Cody had Andrew Luck. Didn't get him.
Yeah.
Didn't come to Carolina. You might think I'm getting CJ Stroud. I get Bryce Young, and we 1-10.
Thought he had a decent Carson Wentz.
Nigga said, I'm done. I quit. I don't want to do this shit no more.
Y'all niggas took the lights off.
They don't even got no skill. They don't even got no skill position.
They have nothing, yo. They have nothing.
Yo,
and they
about to Adam Thielen and DJ. And like,
yeah,
come on, you can't Adam Thielen at this stage, respectfully. Like, come
Jonathan Mingo.
Adam Thielen balling this year. I can't. He's been balling, yo. But there's nothing else.
Balling, but I'm saying, but though, like
you don't
he should be number one.
He
should be a number one receiver.
He's better than Bateman. I tell you that. Yeah, I tell you that.
So, I mean, my snatching shit last night.
Yeah, 2 catches.
My question is like, I mean, because people want, it's only a little bit limited opportunity, so of course I'm not gonna take the job. But why would you want the job? Like, why would you want to go to Carolina coach? So
think about Keith mentioned it. He's ruined this era, right? With firing somebody in the midst of a rookie quarterback's rookie season. You fired the guy that he's coming into the league with.
Mm-hmm.
You already ruined Bryce, in my opinion. You ruined your number 1 draft pick by choosing the wrong quarterback. You had pole position, you chose the wrong person, and you went against what the coach wanted. You ruined Christian McCaffrey and DJ Moore era, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hell of a skill player. That's hella talent, bro. And then you ruined Cam Newton.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't give him an offensive line. Ran him like he was a fucking fullback every chance you got. You know what I'm saying?
That was a different owner.
No, Tepper was with Cam towards the end. When TJ hit him, I think Tepper was there, bro.
And it's wild you say that, Nick, because if Bryce Young,
I'm not talking about MVP Cam. I'm talking about.
Oh no, yeah.
But it's wild you say that because if Bryce Young coming into this season with C-Mac and DJ Moore
and Frank Wright
and Frank Wright and that soft division with that defense, Brian Burns, and those guys, this probably we might be talking about them like the Texans, like we talk about the Texans right now. Like he Frank Wright, he came into what you gonna do with the weapons, Chuba Hubbard in them, respectfully. Like you don't. That's not Christian McCaffrey, yeah. Like
they realized that quick.
And what did they get for Christian McCaffrey? Like what draft picks did they get for C?
Not enough. The motherfucker scoring every week.
Nothing.
They could use some of them touchdowns. I'll tell you that. When he
bought the team, who was that win against? That's what I want to know. Oh, they beat the Texans 15-13.
This nigga bought the Panthers.
2018.
Cam was still there.
Yeah, they should.
And he ruined that shit.
Yeah.
Well, Cam was ruined by that point, though. He was damage had already been done. That was Ron Rivera. Ron Rivera.
Cam didn't have his shoulder injury at that point. It was shortly thereafter. But again, you're not getting him an old line. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was. Yeah.
If I'm inheriting an MVP quarterback, first thing I'm doing. Let's protect this guy. Let's not run him into the ground. And if that's the philosophy, let's change it. I don't give a fuck what they was doing before.
Now that I agree with. Colts defeat the Bucks 27-20. Baker Mayfield completed 20 passes, 199 yards, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Gardner Minshew, 24 completions, 251 yards and a pick.
Let's go. How do you think the Colts match up with the Steelers? That's going to be a game coming up.
It's women.
2 good defenses. That can go.
2 good rush on offense. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good game.
Yeah.
It's in Indianapolis though, right? Yeah, it got to be.
That's gonna come down to whose quarterback doesn't make the mistake.
But I'm sure you're liking your chances against Gardner Minshew. Though.
Oh, I'm not picking them. Hell no.
Gardner and Kenny is the same nigga. I would like Gardner probably better. Not saying I'm not picking nobody yet. I'm just saying, like,
the one thing that
grinds my gears, Kenny and Gardner, it is not that much of a difference.
Gardner's turning the ball over. Kenny's not.
Kenny's
and that's how you're gonna win that game. That's how you're gonna win that game. You're gonna win that game when what quarterback makes the turnover.
Yeah, but shout out to the Coastal. They 6-5. They
Gardner's he's in
playoff position.
Yeah.
They great defensively. Steichen got to be in it running for coach of the year or whatever. They got rookie coach of the year, whatever. I don't know, but he got to be in the running for something because he got them boys playing well. Yeah, Baker's Baker though. We like the Bucks got off to that hot start. They fooled everybody but us. But they are who they are.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. All the Baker hot takes, man. What happened to him?
They went away quick.
Oh, he just needed to get shoulder surgery. Look at him
Midi
now.
Mayfield.
Nah,
Look at the
nigga, look at
Browns.
him now.
Look at the Browns. How dare they?
Midi Mayfield.
Yeah, he definitely mid.
You want to talk
Get him
about
outta
some,
here.
man, you really want to talk about some mid. The Giants defeat the
Nasty
Patriots
game. Nasty
10-7.
game.
Mac Jones, 12 completions, 89 yards, 2 interceptions. Tommy DeVito, 17 completions, 191 yards, and a touchdown. Mac Jones.
That pick he threw, yo, was so bad. I was like, yo, they should never ever let him play quarterback again.
What's his real
And
name?
then they put in Bailey Zapp. What'd he do?
Same shit.
I'm saying neither one of them need to play.
Tom Brady could come back and he ain't gonna have success with this team, yo. Who's they pass catchers? Name them. Go ahead.
Besides Devontae Parker,
is he playing?
Fuck if I know.
I didn't see him.
Yes,
Juju Smith-Schuster.
Juju, who had a blow up on the sideline. Why I don't know.
Demario Douglas.
I was about to say, is Kendrick Bourne still there?
Kendrick Bourne.
Okay. Ding, 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 ding. It's a game show.
Woo!
Name the
Success.
Name the Patriots.
It don't work like that.
Players. They got Ramondre Stevenson though.
Yeah, this Bill last year in New England. They done.
Bill got to go, yo. Nobody can succeed in this. Yo, he ruined Mac, and I stand on that too. I'm not saying Mac is a Hall of Fame nigga, but I saw Mac at his best, and he was a competent quarterback that could lead a team, not lead, but help a team make the playoffs. What you respond with that with Matt Patricia calling plays? You wasted a year of his career, and then you bring in Bill O'Brien. Okay, you cooking with hot grease. But then you have the slowest group of skill players. Like these niggas are slow. They're not talented. Gesicki can't block. So when he's in the game, you know he's going for a route.
Right.
Yo, they suck. And then he can't even pick kickers correctly. Yo, they shanked a 34-yard field goal to tie.
I was surprised you went on the island with Mac Jones, my nigga. Like I was surprised. I saw the vision, but I was like, I cannot believe you picking the Patriots.
Nobody predicted a missed field goal to take it to overtime. And I wasn't picking Mac Jones. I was picking Bill Belichick, the Hall of Fame coach, against a rookie quarterback. Yes, and again,
those days are done.
It was a good pick, but niggas missing a 34-yard field goal. What you want me to do? It's all these games been field goal games. What you want me to do? I'm not out there. I wish I could kick the field goal for these bitch ass niggas.
Jaguars defeat the Texans 24-21. Trevor Lawrence, 23 completions, 364 yards, touchdown and a pick. CJ Stroud, 26 completions, 304 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, the team that know how to win just won this game. The Texans don't. They win in games, but they don't know how to finish games. The Jaguars got playoff win. They should have had. Many people said they should have beat Kansas City the next round. So, but I'm just excited for this battle for years to come. This gonna be a battle. That Lawrence, CJ Stroud gonna be a battle for years to come. It's a good game. It was definitely a good game. But yeah, the Jaguars right now they're the better team, and they showed that they're the better team. They closed the game out, and did what they had to do. I mean, that's pretty much it. They gonna be the playoff team. They gonna win the South more than likely, but it ain't gonna. It ain't like they're gonna have run rush out over the South for years. To Houston is coming. They're gonna be there.
I respect, but I can't agree. I mean, I saw Houston blow these niggas out, and this was a close game. And if you like watching the game in the fourth quarter, there's a lot of referee involvement in the end of the game, bro. Like Tank Dell, one of his catches was wiped off the board.
Yeah,
said he didn't get his feet in bounds. His feet was clearly in bounds. One of the last touchdown drives of the Jaguars, it was like 4 third downs got converted by penalties. It was just getting out of hand with the referee involvement, whether it's no calls or over calling, incomplete pass when it should be a completion. Like, I think they got gypped. You know what I'm saying? But Houston was right there. I think the biggest indictment on Houston was Bobby Slowick, third and inches, got CJ Stroud in shotgun, throwing deep. And then on 4th and inches, you got him in shotgun, throwing deep.
That was terrible.
If you get the first down, we're not talking about nobody the better team or none of that. Like, it's just be simple, dumb shit. And if you got to play against the refs, just like the Bills had to play against the refs, like horse collars don't happen, holdings and pass interference, they don't happen. No, not at all. But this is what happens when you got to play against the refs too.
Broncos defeat the Browns 29-12. DTR completed 14 passes for 134 yards and a touchdown. Russell Wilson 13 completions, 134 yards and a touchdown.
I don't even know how the Broncos won 5 games in a row because they be winning games. They look so unimpressive, yo. Like they really do. But like you said, once you knock out the rookie quarterback, PJ Walker, Stefanski really is not a good coach, yo. He do a lot of dumb stuff, and that's what they come. He don't put he the one coach. A lot of coaches he just don't put his players in with the best opportunity to win. But I guess shout out to the Broncos. They winning games. I guess they doing what they got to do. I think the Browns. I think their season coming to an end soon. I don't think they're gonna survive too much longer without Deshaun Watson. Their defense is good enough to maybe win a game, but I don't even think the Browns make the playoffs at this point.
Honestly, it's sad because there's better teams in worse playoff positions than some of these teams in the playoffs right now. But I think that speaks to kind of what Tom Brady was saying, like the league a little watered down. Like you got your top echelon teams, and then there's everybody else. And it's not many top echelon teams. I can go down the list, like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be disrespectful by omitting anybody, but you got the Chiefs, you got the Ravens, you got the Eagles, you got the Cowboys,
the 49ers.
You got the 49ers. No disrespect to anybody else. Who
I think it stops there. Upper echelon stop there.
There's 30 some odd teams in the league. I'd name like 6.
Yeah, it stops there. Well, the thing is, outside of the 49ers, quarterback play. Yo, you gotta have one of them ones. And that's the search that everybody is trying. You get one of them and then it starts.
Because even when you get somebody, you have to theoretically give them 2-3 years, and you got to figure out. It's a lot of wasting time with that.
Yeah, because you got your Justin Herberts, who, he has the skills, but everything around him. It's a bunch of other quarterbacks. You got, CJ Stroud could just be Dan Marino if they don't do right by him.
True.
A bunch of fucking stats, and that MVPs, but it's. You gotta have a good GM. You gotta have a good GM. You gotta have a good what are they calling them now? Owner, governor, whatever you want to call it. It's gotta be a whole gumbo of just right. You can have that quarterback, but that defense. Look, yo, we had the Killer Bees. No fucking defense. It's everything gotta be right. Everything gotta be right. Y'all saw Alex Smith clap back at him like, nigga, you won a Super Bowl in this era. What you talking about? What you talking about? You just won a Super Bowl a couple years ago. What you talking about?
I say, boy, your division this was before Josh turned around the Bills. They was trash.
That man looked around like, yo,
winning one game a season.
Yo, he looked.
I remember.
Teddy Bruschi started to feel away. He was like, man, just talk. Randy right there. Rex, Jets, and Bills. Oh, all of y'all is the
Mark Sanchez, like
all of y'all.
Cakewalk.
Salute to Alex. Salute to, he stood 10 toes down on that broke leg. Salute. The Rams
down
defeat
on the broke leg is fucking nuts.
Yeah. Rams defeat the Cardinals 37-14. Matt Stafford, 25 completions, 229 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 pick. Kyler Murray, 27 completions, 256 yards, 1 touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, sure you
trying to do no winning over there.
Yeah, Matthew Stafford coming. I mean, a week back, week in after the injury. It's the Cardinals. They played better, but I think it's without Josh Dobbs, the writing was on the wall with them. I don't even know why I picked them for real. I think I picked them because the division game and they was home. That's what I was basing on. But yeah, it wasn't a game. The Rams, like you said, you've been talking about Williams all year, Nick. He's gonna be one of them ones. So with him on the field, the Rams are a completely different team.
They can run in the red zone now. They can throw it to him in the red zone, and just him being able to pick up them. Arizona hasn't stopped anybody on the ground all year, so it wasn't going to stop with Kyler Williams. His last healthy game before his ankle injury was Arizona, and it was crazy because he put up a similar stat line, like a $152 touchdowns, and came out the game with an ankle injury, missing the next 6 weeks, and he comes back and spanks him again. It's like, God damn, you must really like Arizona, but that was a bad loss for Arizona. You ain't supposed to lose like that.
Right? They got that ass whipped.
Matt Stafford was chilling towards the end of the game. You'll never want to see that. Not this version of Matt Stafford. Like, nigga, I need you playing the whole game. You ain't supposed to be comfortable at all.
Yeah, Matt getting a blow in the fourth quarter. Whoa, what the hell happened? wait. We ain't game plan for this. Timeout. Chiefs defeat the Raiders 31-17. Pat Mahomes, 27 completions, 298 yards, 2 touchdowns. Aiden O'Connell, 23 completions, 248 yards, and a touchdown.
Keith, they got to resign your boy, yo.
Who?
Antonio.
Oh.
Seriously.
Yeah. Nah, they playing all. I mean, they jumped out on them 14-0. I just hope they don't make the same mistake they made a couple years ago with the coach.
Mhm.
They do got to hire Antonio Pierce, though. They look like a completely different team.
He got them talking shit. He said, yo, the Raiders players were mad after the game. Like, yo, we are the better team, and I can't believe we let them win. Like, I like hearing that from a team that has been down all year.
Yeah.
I don't know about them being a better team, but maybe they should have won the game yesterday.
Yo, don't lie to me, coach. But I respect it. I respect it,
But
coach.
I respect it, though.
I mean, being
But
up
nigga,
14-0 at home, you feel like you should win any game. You're 14-0 at home.
Yeah.
But I get that.
It should have stopped there.
They're a couple years away. They're a quarterback and a couple years away.
Yeah. Yeah, I ain't no way
we
close.
still-
But I respect the candor.
Salute.
Oh,
Eagles.
so before you move on,
go ahead.
the Chiefs, what did they do yesterday that they hadn't been doing? They stayed committed to running the ball in the red zone.
Oh yeah.
Well, you look at that.
Yeah, it just takes a little. Like, all right, let's get out our own way a little bit. Let's do something different. You got Isaiah Pacheco. He runs hard as fuck. Like, he runs like the ground pissed him off. Use him, and it'll open up everything else. Rasheed Rice had a great game yesterday. It opened up everything else. Travis Kelce life will be a lot easier. Just, I know you got Patrick Mahomes. You ain't got to throw it 50 times all
You
the
don't
time.
have to be exotic.
You can
Second and 1 at the 1, or second and goal at the 1.
You don't have to run the Statue of Liberty.
And that
Just
bitch out.
hand it off. Just hand it off. Eagles defeat the Bills 37-34 in overtime. Josh Allen, 29 completions, 339 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. Jalen Hurts, 18 completions, 200 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a pick.
Oh, this is the game of the week. Yeah,
Great game.
Great game. It came down to the wire. Yeah. It's not too much to really say. Both quarterbacks played great. They both had the timely turnover, so they cancel each other out. It's just I think the Bills just do the ball too much. I think 51. I think if they'd have ran the ball a little bit more, they controlled the clock a little bit more, they wouldn't have gave the Eagles as many chances. They was up 10 in the second half, and Josh Allen throwing the ball 51 times. That's just a lot. That's a lot of throws to throw the ball, and then he let the team in the carries too. So it's like even though the coordinator is different, everything, they need to still run the ball. You have to run the ball. You cannot throw the ball 51 times with Josh Allen. You cannot.
For Keys, they ran it 40.
You said what?
They ran it 40 times.
So I'm thinking about the yards, and he let the team in yardage.
Yeah, he let him in yard. Oh, he let He let him.
So but 51 times is still a lot of time to throw the ball, yo. Yeah. No, they are. When he can improvise, I just think calling 51 dropbacks is a lot on the road. I just really think it is.
This came down to the Bills' defense and what they weren't able to do versus what the Eagles' defense were able to do. The Eagles' defense gave up a lot of yardage, a lot of points, but what they did do in the clutch situations is I talked about the phantom horse collar. That phantom horse, well, not a phantom horse collar, because the horse collar happened. It's just the ref, it was right in front of him, the motherfucker. He didn't see it. I mean, motherfucker jersey's hanging like this. It's happening right in front of the ref. He didn't see it. And what happened on that drive? Led to no points. Instead of being first and goal at the 2, because they would have said half the distance to the goal line, first down. Instead of that, they left that drive with no points. That's the difference in the game. It's nothing to do with yards. It ain't got nothing to do with no turnovers on both sides. It got everything to do.
It was a bad one on Stephon too.
You got a back and forth game.
They ripped Stephon's jersey off. That was clear PI.
Hey man, I can't make this shit up.
Ref was right there. I was like, damn.
But Sean McDermott is going overtime though. He had him on that last play where they had to kick the field goal.
Just a misread.
On both their parts because he was wide open. He had to
after the game, and Diggs was on the sideline. I mean, that was on Davis. It was an option route, nigga. And you saw
wrong. They
supposed to go to
the thing about it is, either way was open. He just chose the wrong damn
Chose
side.
the wrong one.
Wrong. Either way, if he throws to the corner of a touchdown, and he threw it in the middle, rather than touchdown if he made the right read, it's just a bad read. It was just a bad read. But yeah, and you look at it from the Bills' perspective, you played your heart out. It was a game that you probably should have won. And now you got
a better team.
And now you got 6 losses. With the Chiefs and the Cowboys limit. So where do you go from here? You played your ass off. You still lose by 3 points. Your quarterback played how we need him to play. We still lost. It's Sean McDermott with that defense. Like, he can't. You firing everybody else. You need to fire your damn self. You can't. If you're a defensive minded coach, you let Leslie Frazier get out the door, and you giving up, points like that. You can't stop somebody with the game on the line. You got to be able to draw up something to stop them on their last drive. Something got to happen.
Josh Allen amounted for 339 pass yards and 81 rush yards, 4 total touchdowns, 34 points, and lost. And it's the third time this year he's given them the lead with under 2 minutes left, and they go on to lose. Again, football is a team game.
Yeah,
I can't say it enough. It's easy to criticize niggas, but it's easier to give context too. Like Jalen Hurts had more turnovers.
Josh yesterday. I don't think he criticized Josh yesterday, considering the weather conditions at that. They both played great games.
Go on Twitter as soon as the game was over.
Yeah. You can't do that. I mean, he gave his team a chance to win. You up 3 in overtime. Your defense didn't get no stops. I mean, how many times did Jalen Hurts run that same QB draw all day? Like, come on.
That's how they won the game. It's crazy.
He ran it more times than that. Like,
they was up.
But you.
And the thing about it is, and this is why
you let them drop down the field for 60
yards. This is why I hate when coaches make adjustments, because you saw what he did against the Broncos, right? He brought the house, and you saw what he did against the Eagles. Everybody was back. Like, you got to, it's situation where he should have been blitzing the Eagles yesterday. He should have been dropping back against Russell Wilson. So he going the wrong way. He went the wrong way.
I will say this: I ain't trying to see the Bills' firepower in the playoffs. So.
Well, at this rate, you might not. Probably not going right at this rate. Them boys,
give me Kenny Pickett, baby.
They 6-6.
Take my chances, go.
You sure about that?
I know we suck.
You sure about that?
I know we suck against y'all.
You sure about that?
Admit, y'all the Kings.
Watch what you ask for. Watch what you ask for.
Take that over that.
Watch what you. I understand. But watch what you ask for.
If I have to,
because it might be the same result.
It might be.
They come out to bye and go to Arrowhead, and then they got Dallas.
They still ain't had their bye yet. Damn.
They're bye this week with us. Yeah. They come out to bye. They go to Arrowhead. Then they got Dallas.
But see, they can beat the Chiefs though. They can beat the Chiefs.
Will they?
I
think they can though.
They
can beat any team in the NFL. You saw that yesterday.
Yeah. That's a fact. I just think now the Chiefs have a way better defense than they had before, and I think that'll
no margin for error.
Yeah,
it's scary. No. It's scary for the Bills.
Not against this defense,
man. I'd be scared.
They want the Broncos. They want that. I'm pretty sure looking at like, we need that Jets game back, but Aaron Rodgers got hurt, and we need that Broncos game back bad. Like, that's too.
I think there was another bad loss too. They should have
lost.
Now
they 7-4.
8-4.
8-4. I'm sorry. Yeah, because they ain't had their bye yet. 8-4.
Everything be looking up. You can afford to lose the next 2 games. You 8-4, and still get in at 11-6.
And all their games, man. All right, the first lost by 6. Second lost by 5. Third loss to the fucking Patriots, disgusting, lost by 4.
And that's why I talk about Sean McDermott. Yo,
they lost to the Pats.
Yeah,
lost by 6 to Cincinnati, 2 to Denver, and lost by 3. Yo, the margin of victory not even 2 touchdowns. I mean, the margin of defeat ain't even 2 touchdowns, and this is over a whole season.
That's the intangibles to me. That's coaching. When I see teams losing close games or blowing leads, I'm immediately going to the head coach. That's what I'm going to.
Who would you rather have, McDermott or Harbaugh?
Harbaugh.
Or would you rather have Beth?
Harbaugh.
Oh, McDermott though. McDermott is be good in the moments. I think he needed to stop calling the defense.
I probably take Harbaugh, and I don't even know why.
I'm taking.
I know. I make McDermott. No, I feel like he don't gamble as much. Yeah, I'm taking McDermott. I just don't fuck. I don't fuck.
Yo, I mean,
I'm taking McDermott. Fuck that.
McDermott ain't done it enough, yo. That man Harbaugh got wins in the playoffs. He got a ring.
You want trade?
Man, forget the pedigree.
No.
We're talking about right now, man.
I'm
like,
fine.
I ain't worried about that pedigree.
I'm fine.
I want a black coach. I want a black coach here.
We got 3 of them.
We brought some flavor up in there, but I need a black decision. Like
I want Ryans, man. I want the Texas.
D'Amico Ryans
would have been bad, man. I want that. That's why I want to coach the Ravens.
That's why I was surprised by that defense yesterday, man. Like, they was giving them yards, pass interference. I think it was the same guy, number 5.
The same player. Yeah.
I was like, yo, can you stop being so handsy, yo? What's up with you?
Mm-hmm.
But I love that team, and I love what D'Amico is doing. Like, and he'll get it together. Like, there's gonna he learned from yesterday.
Yeah.
In a situation on 3rd and 1, he's gonna pull Bobby to the side.
Yeah, we can't do that. We can't do that. Yeah, he's a rookie. He's still learning. Yo, they got a good situation down there. Real good situation. We're gonna go to the first commercial break. It was a long first commercial break, but first commercial break nonetheless. Nitty Gritty. This ad is brought to you by Lavelle Body. Lavelle Body is an all-natural, handmade skin and hair care line for men, women, and children. So if your skin is dry, your hair is damaged, or your beard is having problems connecting, shop Lavelle Body today at lavellebody.com or DM Lavelle Body LLC on Instagram. Again, that's lavellebody.com or DM Lavelle Body LLC.
Damn, homie. In high school, you was the man, homie. The fuck happened to you?
There's only one way to go with this. Keith, show the graphic.
What happened to that boy? What happened to that boy?
What's this nigga doing looking in the binoculars? What are you doing? What are you looking at? Yeah, no more of that. No more of your bad influence. Fire Matt Canada. It's gotta fucking go. Man, I was so fucking happy when I got that message, man. First time they fired a coach in season since 1941. You know how bad you gotta be for some shit that ain't happened since 1941 and it's you? It's you, nigga. You. I hope you end up like Frank Wright. I hope you quit. I hope you say, you know what? This took so many years off my life. I don't want to coach no more.
What year you said, Scott?
1941.
God damn.
They was the Steagles. But yeah, that's how long ago we talking. This was before the fucking. This 30 years before the dynasty.
Like, did Pearl Harbor get bombed in 41? That was
42, 41. Yeah, that's what we talking about. That's what we talking about. Hiroshima and shit.
Mm-hmm. Damn. Around this time too. It was like December 7th or some shit. Around this time.
Get the fuck out of town, dog.
Bro. That's World War II time.
Damn, Tomlin the Jet. That's great.
That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, not Tomlin. Canada. Canada the Jet.
Yeah.
They atomic bomb Canada ass. Get your ass out of here.
The fuck out of town. Talking about, yo, the players didn't know. Fuck you mean the players didn't know? They've been asking for it for the last year and a half. I think Tom got to text everybody, hey, I'm firing Matt Canada. You would have known. Nigga, you should have been did it. The fuck? Keys, who you got?
I think you already know who I got. I knew who you had. You definitely know who I got.
Not that face, yeah.
What happened to that boy? What happened to that boy?
Yeah,
that's the first down.
Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, look at it. Yo. Look at it.
First
this is
down
crazy.
live.
First of all,
first down on TV.
Let's talk about the refs. Like, what the refs doing? First of all, I ain't gonna say what I said last night while watching the game. But
Vegas
after what
Vegas.
you just said. Yeah.
Nah, it ain't. Listen, it is worse than that. But what all I said is, John Harbaugh, yo, he needs to go, man. He just looked crazy. He literally looks crazy all the time. It seemed like he never know time of possession. Sometimes you probably got to ask him, do you know the score of the damn game is right now? He's an inept coach, yo. Like I said,
well, it looks like a 3-0 game, but I'm not sure.
Right, exactly. Like when you got to start winning in spite of the coach, it's time for him to go. Because even like whatever, the Lamar play bang bang, even though he got it bang bang. But it's no way you're watching the game, you see the Aguilar play, and you don't challenge that play, yo. It's no way you see that, don't challenge the play, yo. Come on. Like he fell 2 yards past the damn line.
Well, I thought it was a first down. Everybody on the sideline, like, yo, that's what I don't like. Why you saying everybody? Be accountable as the head coach.
Yeah.
Be a man.
Next time I'll be better.
Be a man.
Like once you line them up and you realize it's fourth down, like you said earlier, Nick, call a timeout and get the right play call in, or do
and Keys, how long you been talking about these type of, like, we keep making the same mistakes, bro.
Time mistake. But mind you, he challenged the call. for the whole rest of the fourth quarter or the third quarter. We only had one timeout for the rest of the game. One timeout for the rest of the game. Yeah.
And it was
just imagine in a one possession game. Luckily, it was
3 minutes
Brandon
left.
Staley. Luckily, it was Brandon Staley. But a one possession game, that was going to come in handy eventually. I'm telling you, it's going to come in handy in the playoffs.
Nigga, when they got the ball with 2:57 left, and I looked at them timeouts, I said, "Oh my god,
You only got one
this could be
timeout.
crazy." Thank God that defense.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to. Mike McDonald.
Nick, who you got?
Give me Malika Andrews, yo.
Yeah.
We got to turn this up real quick. I'm be
Yeah.
political, but I'm not at the same token.
Hold on. Before you go.
Yeah.
Fucking tripping, dog.
Yeah.
You tripping, dog.
Yeah.
You tripping, dog.
Motherfucker.
Now,
What was yours?
now with the whole Rachel Nichols situation and just Maria Taylor, if you remember that situation, there was a lot of discussion about representation in sports media, and I fully and wholeheartedly think that there should be more brown and black faces in sports media, especially when we make up all of the sports industry. Like, come on, let's be real. But and we just dope her anyway. But anyway, she's not it. She's not an ally. She's an agent, if anything.
Yeah,
And I won't go into why she's an agent. You can do your Googles, but I will go into the treatment of black male athletes versus others, right?
Mm-hmm.
She tried to get Jalen Rose hemmed up. Adrian Payne, when he died in his death, she brought up an accusation that was dismissed. John Morant couldn't wait to talk about guns. Kyrie Irving.
A book.
Kyrie Irving, I'm not even gonna go into
Amazon link.
her and Michael Wilbon was going crazy on ESPN. I could go on because the list of black male athletes she's violated or haven't given due process to, or has been prosecuted in the media before due process. I won't even go there because y'all can do y'all Googles. But it's funny. Josh Giddey has the most nasty allegation out here. And I'm a Josh Giddey fan, or I was a Josh Giddey fan. I'm holding out due process. I believe everybody deserves due process. But this is such a nasty allegation. I think you guys sit down while this shit plays itself out. And the fact that we are avoiding the topic, we're not talking about it, that same level of grace is not given to black male athletes. Because when they are accused, they guilty until they prove themselves innocent. And it's so hard to prove yourself innocent in a Me Too 2023 era. God damn. Once you start off guilty, nigga, you guilty, regardless of the evidence.
And that's why Adam Silver went that crazy. That's why people don't. That's why you look at Adam. You see what the baseball did when Rays, when that came out, he was done.
Man, Wanda Frank, they handled that shit 2 weeks before we knew about it. They
done immediately. Like a lot of people like Manfred, but he suspend players for they fuck up. You get suspended in baseball.
Let me bring up another specific example. Y'all remember Ime Udoka? He got in trouble for cheating on his wife and fucking allegedly having sex, making sweet love to somebody's wife. Cheating on his wife and making sweet love to somebody's wife. If you ask me, that's not a crime. That's player shit. That's me though.
Yo, can we add this out?
No,
that's not a crime.
No.
I'm dead ass serious. That's not a crime. Cheating, first of all, cheating on your wife is a moral sin. It is not a criminal sin. The way she was talking on ESPN was acting as if he abused somebody, he had sexually assaulted somebody. When he got hired, she said, "How is he getting a job?" Like, yo, she was violating this man. You do that to Ime Udoka for something that is not a crime. Fucking little girls is a crime.
Mind you, Ime Udoka stuff.
It's a sick crime.
That should never became out. Like that.
I have a
facts
dog.
never came out about that.
Yeah,
yo,
exactly.
but you know what's so damning? Yo, his response, Josh Giddey's, like that's what I was like. Oh, he did this shit. You can allege it, Nick. I'm cool with that. But his response, that was a legal response when they asked him about it. No,
and that's okay. That's the Thunder fault. Fuck it.
He should be 15 or is he 18, nigga?
But this nigga ain't even. Why OKC let him get in front of a camera?
I can't speak on it. Right.
He shouldn't be playing, bro.
He shouldn't be playing.
That's what I'm saying. He should be nowhere near the team. He should
Yo,
be
no,
wild out over a link.
Go home.
Nigga, he wild out over a link.
And the owner
made
Kyrie,
this accusation you can't wild out over?
Yeah, and the owner made Kyrie, hey, you gotta do certain things before you come back to.
Nigga, you gotta visit R. Kelly in jail.
You feel, yeah.
And write me a report.
You gotta do time before you come back to the league. You gotta go to jail. You gotta pay for your sins. It's fucking crazy. He wasn't even trying to hide it. We just don't give a fuck about him enough. He wasn't even trying to hide it. He was posting that
It's
shit
not.
everywhere.
It's not that they don't give a damn about predatory issues in America.
Nah,
That's
dog.
just the fact. They get off to that when we really talking about the higher ups.
That's
Is
good.
the girl
That's the thing.
Because
is
they
the girl
got
supposed
Epstein's
to be-
Island too.
is she supposed
Yeah,
to be
Epstein-
now,
Come
or
on,
she's
man.
still underage now, or like
I
this
think-
happened in the past?
I think she's still underage.
No,
now.
still right now.
Yeah,
Right
get him
now.
outta here, man. Get him out of here, man.
Now in Australia, the age of consent is 16, but this ain't Australia.
Yeah,
And
nigga, you're in Oklahoma City.
even if he was in Australia,
That's still nasty.
allegedly,
Yeah. We in
shorty's
America. We
15.
still
With my American lens, I'm saying that's still nasty.
Yeah, we still
Even in Australia, it'd be nasty because allegedly she's 15. I'm gonna go to a commercial break and we're gonna wrap up.
I gotta do mine, yo. It's
Oh
nasty
shit!
as
I
well.
forgot you. Zero, my bad.
It's a lot of nasty talk going on, but I got
My
Eddie
bad.
House.
Dang, I don't think Eddie deserved to be followed up.
Not the race for office. Race to office. That's crazy. Yo.
What happened to that boy?
You know, Eddie got
Eddie was a
61 in
bucket.
college, yo. He
Eddie
got
was
61 in college.
Yeah, Eddie was a bucket.
Shooters
There
not-
go Braun passing up another last second shot. But that's
Did he make it? Did he make it?
You know, Braun,
And that was an NBA Sunday showcase. That wasn't even a player. Stop it.
Didn't Braun dunk on Eddie House when he was in Miami? When Braun went to Miami on the alley oop?
That was
Was
Jet.
That was Jason Terry.
No, that was when that was in Boston. I'm talking about the one where Shaq was like, "Oh no," was that?
Could have
was
been.
That was Damon Jones.
All right, bet. Yeah,
It could have been. He had a bunch of bodies back then. That was a crazy straight Brown court right there. Keith, that's crazy.
What?
That was crazy. Like, yo, he go shoot, passing up another shot. That was crazy.
Man, it's just
He was making
Look at them two
you can't even
niggas.
get a nigga a compliment. He made the right
It's
basketball play,
crazy.
bro. He made the
it's
right
been so much
basketball play.
NFL going on. We
Thank
ain't
you,
talking
Nick.
about
Thank
that
you.
double team he threw the ball to AD to last week when he had
Thank you.
Kyrie on his
Yeah,
head.
that was nasty. That
Neither
was
here
nasty.
nor there.
That was
We
nasty.
ain't talking
I've been
about
giving
that.
your boy
but that's-
bail, Skull. I've been giving your boy bail.
Who, Braun?
It's sickening what AD making this man do, yo. They went into the season talking about a Braun minute limit. These niggas scrapped that after 2 games.
We
Braun
all
can't-
knew
is
I
that.
can't sit him
LA
down.
sweatshop.
You see
We all
AD?
knew that.
AD played 40 minutes for 9 points. I can't sit this old man down. I need him.
Nah,
Braun in a
can't.
sweatshop.
Can't.
Send AD to fucking.
Again.
And it's
Smart
crazy because he's
everybody
still
now.
like, all
I'm done
right,
with
I
that.
got you. For the most part, I got you.
I'm done with AD, bro.
It's not sustainable.
Can you trade him?
At all.
Because he got years on the deal and everything, bro. He ain't gonna get more healthy. It only goes down from here, fellas.
KG said that nigga out there looking like me right now. I said, damn.
Oh, before we go, Skull, I wanted to say this: Draymond Green doesn't deserve to put his hands on a teammate, but I understand more and more every day. I do. Now you
Wow,
punch
what
me like
came out
that,
about Bull?
punch me like that, nigga. You gonna get your issue. But when I see Jordan Poole being a buffoon on the sidelines in his huddles, not paying attention, not looking like he's invested, talking about this my team, doing dumb shit on the court, I understand why
can't even
somebody
put
checked
that
his ass.
I can't even
I
put
can't
that
even
nigga on
respect
the
him, yo. I
10
can't
points.
respect him. And I understand why Draymond, because you don't respect him.
Yeah.
I get it.
Right. Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. You don't hit nobody like that you respect.
Oh, I
That's
got you
all.
back. But I get it.
That's great.
I totally get it.
We're gonna go to the last commercial break.
Turned up
Great.
on a Monday.
Brand activations, business openings, recently engaged or any new life event that deserves a celebration? Start planning with Penn Jones Events. Owner and principal planner Paige guarantees a fun and stress-free planning experience, managing every event aspect, including budgets, timelines, vendor negotiations, event design, and more. Penn Jones Events is a full-service wedding and event planning company based in Maryland. We curate extraordinary events tailored to you. Let's start planning today. For a free 30-minute consultation, visit ppjevents.com.
Good show, fellas. Good show.
So you don't want to change your pick for the night to the Bears because you in the basement, brother. You about 7 games back now.
Oh, then
So I'm just-
why
I'm
would I
giving you-
change that?
Because you need to make up games. It's it. It's
I go
all.
balls to the wall. I don't give a fuck. Vikings. Why are y'all picking the Bears?
No, we picked the Vikings. I'm telling you, pick the Bears.
I ain't picked the fucking Bears.
No, I'm saying, do you want to change your pick to the Bears?
No. For what?
To make up games.
No.
All right, I'm just give you opportunity there.
Why would Justin fucking fit? What? That's the game to make up on.
Maybe you never know. They only the Vikings only a 3-point favorites. They only give it to them because they home.
You only need 3. I don't need 1. You 007, yo. I see what you trying to do.
Yeah,
I
you
see what
done.
you're trying to do.
You
Nah,
done,
fuck.
Scott. Once the Falcons lost, once the Saints lost, you was done. It didn't even matter how the rest of the day go. You was done after that.
I'm gonna pull a Nick card. Yo, fuck out here with all that free shit, nigga. Fuck.
Y'all
I
got
ain't all
that.
that free
Y'all
shit,
got
nigga.
that shit.
Fuck out here with all that free shit, nigga. Man. And I already won one, so I don't give a
That
fuck.
shit was so. I had to put my phone on. That shit was so fun. I said, "This nigga is crazy."
Nah,
yo.
Nick wild out. Nick
I
was
was like,
like,
"Yo, he
yo,
did not like
this
losing."
shit-
I was like, "He did not like
Yo,
losing."
This shit free.
But I don't talk when I'm up though. That's the shit. I'll be like Scobie talking. Get his ass. I'll be silent.
Me?
I'll be number one and I'll be chilling.
Me?
I don't let
No,
y'all.
I
say
Zero.
got
no,
to
no,
I got
Zero
to
be
chat and
talking.
check the tape, niggas.
Go
I don't
be
know.
talking
That's,
shit.
I don't know how true that is.
He ain't
You be
never
talking
been
shit
in the
all the
league.
time.
That's why he don't talk. This the first time.
Nick-
Yeah.
No, actually, I've
This
been
what
in
Nick-
the
this what
I've
Nick
been- I've
did
been in the league
yesterday.
2 straight seasons.
This what
but-
Nick
It's
did
crazy
yesterday.
though. When
Nick
he
said, "I'm
said-
whooping y'all ass in fantasy." Then 2 minutes later, said, "I don't talk." Like,
No,
No,
it's crazy.
I should
though.
make y'all feel that every week.
He
I don't
said-
say shit. I should
he
make y'all feel that.
said-
Cause Sko was talking mad shit last year. Y'all forget? Cause I
Because I
don't.
won. Yo, I won the fantasy and the pick'em.
Oh, you wasn't even talking about shit about yourself.
didn't win
You
a
was,
pick 'em
you was talking
last
shit
year.
about me.
I ain't say last year. I
You
said
talking
I
about my
won
record,
the
all
pick'em.
types of
oh,
shit.
you
I've
won.
won the pick'em and I've
Oh,
won the
let's
fantasy.
smoke
Like, yo, I'm a champion. Talk to me as such.
Oh,
Baltimore
here we
coming
go.
last in the
my
pick.
And he
God.
didn't
It's
even win.
crazy.
Y'all split money because
Yo, I'm the
Rams.
Rams. Yo, I'm the Rams.
Yo,
Yeah, exactly.
chill out.
Rams.
Niggas say
fuck?
split money because
Hey, yo.
Hamlin died. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I
He
would have
didn't
won
win.
that money if that nigga ain't died.
Yo,
I would've won it.
Did win money.
Yo, we
though.
talk about somebody that's literally walking around right now. Niggas say he died.
And I won it.
God,
I won that
crazy.
shit. I made sure. I was like, yo, I don't want to just win this shit because a nigga died. Let me make sure I got my. And I said, nah, I would have cleared this nigga. I would have cleared him. But it's all clear.
You just say if was a fifth.
Don't you
Yeah.
know how they put
But he
Don't you know
died.
how at the bottom of
That's
the
a
tweets
crazy
when they
if.
say-
If this nigga ain't died, like, yo, I
Yo, don't you know
would
how they at the bottom
would've-
at the bottom of the tweets they put the real truth. They're gonna put at the bottom of this shit. DeMar Hamlin is in fact alive.
They gonna put some community notes for this shit.
let the
Nah, but
record
for,
show.
nah, but for real though, I haven't brought up 12-1 all season.
You cooking, but it ain't the playoff shit. Of course you're not gonna bring it up because since you lose the playoffs, then you like
Hey,
But
It
y'all
ain't.
talking about
Nah,
shit
it
that
don't-
ain't
it don't
done yet.
matter.
Y'all
It don't
talking
matter.
about
He better
shit
win
that
it
ain't
now.
done yet.
He better
Yo.
win it now.
Real
He better
shit.
win it now.
yo,
He better
Nick,
win the league now.
Nick,
I
in
used to be
Keith
different.
League,
I used to be
Yo,
different.
Keith-
I've changed.
yo, in Keith League one time, yo, I lost one game. I lost one game all year. First round of the playoffs, my ass was
I
done.
know how it goes.
That
I've been
record
there
ain't mean
before, too.
nothing.
So you
But that's
struggling
why
that league,
I'm
by
not
the way. You about to be
talking,
eight,
though.
All right,
eight losses
yo, I
in a row.
need, yo, real
Skull
shit.
talk. Skull talk.
I
He
forget
be
the
like,
Jerry
I
is
forget
the
to set
attack
my lineup,
Skull.
yo. I still
How
got
about
Will
that?
Levis there.
Attack Skull. He's
Attack
the
Skull.
shit.
You talking about tapping out? You talking about tapping out? I
don't-
haven't put
don't-
Patrick
I don't talk
Mahomes
to
in
you no more.
for
I'm reformed.
Really? Yo, he talked shit so much when he said, yo, I don't even talk. Yo, first nigga bread I'm spending is Scold.
Yeah.
It was like
yeah,
a few
exactly.
minutes.
But he don't talk.
Yo,
Y'all know what
talk
he said to me last year
Yo,
when
I
I
don't
was
talk.
when I was 0-6 or some shit like that. He was like, "Oh, Nick just in the basement." Woomty, woomty, woomty. Well, he made me feel that.
Nick
Oh,
was
and
When I
in
lost to
fantasy-
Skull, I'm like,
in
damn.
fantasy.
He was
Yo,
talking
he was
mad
bad.
shit. I didn't
He was
forget.
down bad. He was
That's
down
my name.
bad.
My name is Revenge All Fall 23.
Yeah, he
Why
was
you
down
think that
bad.
is?
I
Because I
think he lost
remember
his
what Skull
quarterback
said
like
to
week
me.
one. He lost his quarterback like
Skull
week
said?
one. Yeah.
Keith ain't made me
Playoffs-
feel it. Keys ain't made me feel it. You know who tried to make me feel it? And I still came back, by the way. But you know who may try to make me feel it? Skull. So I'm on Skull's
I'm
ass.
about to
Now,
say,
I
I
don't
know,
be talking
but
to
you-
y'all. Y'all ain't do
I
I
nothing.
beat you this year, right?
It's only Skull. It's
I
only,
beat you
it's
this
only
year.
this nigga.
Yeah.
If I do talk shit, it's only gonna be this nigga.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, matter
Don't
of
let me
fact,
win.
Nick,
Because
matter of fact,
I'm going right back to Skull.
let's take Skull bread, Nick, and let's do a little something with it when you win it.
Hey man, y'all want drinks on me?
Let's do a little something with it, man.
Yo, y'all are sick individuals, yo. I can't wait to baseball season. This
I
shit
ain't
is
even Joe
ridiculous.
Biden. I
Jameson
ain't
on the
with that
rocks for me, please.
That's nasty. That's nasty. Y'all
Let
gonna
me get a
gang up.
shot on. Let me get a
Y'all
shot. on
niggas
Skull
still
Dime.
losers? You don't think he gonna let y'all know that he buying drinks for losers?
No, I'm gonna say, yo,
You
this
say
is
whatever
Skull's
you want. I'm
money.
gonna have a drink.
No, you ain't gotta sell
You
yourself
gonna have
like that,
one too,
brother.
Skull. You gonna have one too, Skull.
You ain't gotta sell you. I don't want it.
Skull.
I don't want it.
Skull get ice water, tap water. At
Yo,
that. You ain't
what
even
we
getting
doing
bottled,
week
man.
18, yo? Y'all trying to do something week 18?
Steelers game. Yeah, we can
Yeah,
win.
just like some bars. I don't know, some fun. I don't know, something
We can
stupid.
talk about. Yeah, we can. That'd be dope.
I want to
I
see
want to
Skull's
take Skull
face.
to the bank. That's what I want to
I
do.
want to see Skull's face when it's happening.
I want to take
Revenge.
Skull to the bank.
Yeah, it's been a little crazy last 5 minutes, hasn't
Yeah, you been wilding out.
it?
He was like,
Yeah, we was gonna let that one slide. We was gonna let that one
he
slide.
went to a list of niggas that didn't make him feel it. I let him rock. But
Take that.
yeah.
Nigga space. I was
Yeah,
space release, that's crazy.
Yo, everybody that listens live, everybody that checks out the podcast, YouTube, like, rate, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. We'll be back on Friday, same place, same time. Until then, stay safe and be blessed. Let me get my sound right. Oh shit, I done lost my sound. Where we at? Boom.
Hey, you nation.